Hello, Green. Hello. Hello. Hi. How you doing? Oh, I'm already dying. Oh my god. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm excited. I'm excited about video game. And I'm also excited for a very specific reason. I'm dying first. I made a massive bowl of popcorn for myself to enjoy. With little tweezers. So I don't get my hands all sticky. And I had a little bit left in my mouth I didn't notice. So I went a calf. And it exploded. Absolutely exploded out. And that was bad, and I almost died. That's popcorn. I also have a gigantic Slurpee cup that I filled with some iced tea. So I think I'm pretty set. I think I'm pretty set for this. My computer's working better today. I got the other bot working, which let me check. Did I? Okay, I have to reactivate. I have to reactivate redeems real quick. So give me a second, because I got that figured out. It would work with French fries and chopsticks. I did actually buy chopsticks specifically for this, but the problem is because it's on my it's got to be on my left hand. What do you mean Firefox is installing updates? What the hell? I did not tell you to install updates. What are you doing? Everything updates, and then it breaks everything, and I tell it not to because I know that it breaks things, and it still does it anyway. Hello, Jones. Well, Dr. Hidaka, how are you? Snail Raid. Everybody, big snail energy. Hello, how are you? Hold on, my computer's working more today, so I'm taking a risk, and I'm reactivating redeems. There we go. Let's see. Does it work? Let me see if it works. It works. Okay. I'm dying. Which is fair and good and fair, because that's what the game's about. Looking in the proper direction and dying to a plague. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Everything was broken. My computer's just weird. Some days everything will just break, and then I'll do nothing, and then it'll just work next day. That's how it is. But today we're good. Bot's dead. What does that mean? Bot's dead. Green. Like what does that mean? What do you can't just say bot's dead and like what bot dead what did you try to do? What's going on? Yeah, no, that's never worked. That stopped working like a year ago. You have to do slash. I disabled that ever since that like I thought I was supposed to. Yeah, it worked last time. It shouldn't have. Cause yeah. Let me see, because it was working. Ah, no, hold on. See, this is a streamer bot problem. Let me see. Yeah, don't use. Pro tip: don't do exclamation mark shout out in people's streams most of the time now, because that can break things. That I've seen, because Twitch has a built-in shout out. If you do slash, then you get an event that listens from that, and then otherwise you can do shout out text, but doesn't actually do the Twitch shout out. It's a nightmare. How do I connect this? I hate StreamerBot. I hate StreamerBot so much. No, I don't care about logging into... How do you log into your accounts on StreamerBot? I don't understand. Oh, here we go. Let me see. Hello, Poil. How are you? Yes, they did, because my computer was broken. Okay, so that works. And now I have to do this one in Chrome. I knew I had to do something. No, I know. I don't like StreamerBot. It's not a good bot. Like, it's fine, but it's like not it is not made for usability, and it breaks all the time. There we go. It is fairly powerful. Okay. Well, bot just doesn't work. No, it does work. It said it doesn't work, but it does work. But yeah, that's why I turned everything off. Okay, maybe it works now, maybe it doesn't. Who cares? I have a video game to play. Hello, Green. Thank you. I appreciate it. How are you, Jones? Remain safe and unshouted. Unshouted. Oh. How do snails shout anyway? They got like little snail mouths. How do snails eat food? I know they do. Oh, do they got like a tube? They have little teeth? Or are they like a fly situation? They go blah, and then they suck up juices. Or they just juice. Do they photosynthesize? Whatever. We're playing a video game. I was not expected to play yesterday because Steam was not letting me, but I did play a little bit. We did a bit of day one. Stuff got stolen. We tracked some of it down. And then we jumped ahead. So we're being interviewed by a man that says we did all these terrible things, we didn't help. And then he's like, oh yeah, well, you were in jail for day 6 for the whole time for us to play. He's like, no, this is what happened. And now we jump forward from day 1 to day 5. And we just got let out of jail. Oh, interesting. There's like a film strip here. We just got let out of jail, and they're like, hey, go help us out. I'll let you out if you can prove that you can do a little bit of plague solvents. That's what we're gonna do. He was a horrible mayor in Zombie Town. Ooh, Zombie Town. That's fun. What were you playing? They just kind of slurp onto the object and just delete it. I mean, fair. But I do when there's mini donuts. Ooh, Uno. I need to see this. Uno reversed financially. Oh, there are billions. That game's cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Snail.
Hi, Snail.
You know.
It's a funny, cool Snail.
Wait, you can't do this to me. I can't receive money from the dev. You're supposed to receive money from me.
That's true. I'm on Jones' side on this one.
Get out of here, but thank you. But also, get out of here.
Devs need the money.
Free, be free.
They need the money for Pop-Tarts.
I look forward to seeing where else
and corn dogs to feed their development addiction. I fully agree with Jones on this one. Although, good job. You got $10. I'm proud of you. I need $10. I'm still working on ways to get $10. I'll let you know how that goes. Heckin' John Outer Wilds. Deluxe edition of whatever Jeffrey Yu works on next. What is Jeffrey Yu work? Wait, hold on, Jeffrey Yu. I'm thinking of the guy that does all the. It might be a different Yu, but he makes all the extremely gay video games. I could be wrong. Who's Jeffrey Yu again? He's a games man. That is Outer Wilds. Okay. Well, Beacon 38. Hold on. What's that? That does not look Outer Wilds, but that looks cool. It's a mobile game. That looks pretty cool. What have they been working on? Nothing. Nothing. They've been in bed. They've been sleeping. They've been snoozing. Did Outer Wilds and Tip Jones. That's insane. That's crazy. Congratulations. Outer Wilds is cool. It's a cool game. I approve. See that man, so many Outer Wilds streams where you're lurking. I mean, it makes sense. We're gonna kind of just click through this stuff. Because we did this last time. It's one massive one-sided parasocial. You see that? Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I mean, if I made something. Oh, I'm more apathetic now. Oh, never mind. The things that you pick on and what you want to look at actually matters. Because then it changes. I was a little more manic last time. But yeah, I feel that. If I made a game, Never say never, but I think we're getting close to the never part of the equation. I would absolutely be like lurking on streams every single time, just to see what people thought about it, because that's the whole reason you make something, right? For other people to experience, and then you get to get that one-sided, and that's cool. And that's cool. But I have not seen that man. I don't think I saw that man when I was playing Outer Wilds. I was just having too good of a time. I just didn't notice, probably. Anyway, hi. I don't know how long you were streaming. I appreciate you hanging out. But you can, if you need to. Something. I believe in the Gooseman game dream. I would rather you believe in the Gooseman employed in large amounts, so he can 15 years down the line have the security to work on to do a game dream. Small hide, go do food. Thank you for lurk. Right, this lady let me out. Let's just say different stuff. I'm not even sure I want to leave this cell. Oh, that makes me more pathetic. Okay, so apathy, depression, or mania, anger. Those are like the two. I want to say more angry things so I can keep my bar kind of in the middle. Hello, Mayday. I hope you're doing good. Employed goose, but definitely a happy goose man. No, a well-paid goose man is a happy goose man. That's just, I'm assuming that's never happened. But I agree. This hell province. It's a thing, that's for sure. You're tired, coach. Well, hit the showers then, bud. You did good out there, Mayday. I'll see you at practice tomorrow. More money, more good. That's so true. A person's first duty is to escape. Mr. Standstill, that's why I'm releasing you. I was hampered by a bunch of burly patrolmen. Who are you to let me go? Right, future mistress, who's like a lady that can see the future, but there's like only one or two of them in the town. I think, if this is following the other Pathologic games. Aren't you a bit short to be a mistress? If I can order 100 men to the Gorkon to drown, and they'll do it too, since otherwise they'd starve, so people do listen to me. Ordering people to drown, otherwise they'd starve, is a heckin' power play. How did I catch the interest of the local princess? How am I feeling? I don't have the plague. Had a good night's sleep full of energy to stand trial. I am going to be tried now, right? Why the sarcasm? I only locked you up so you wouldn't run away. Now you can't run away, so you can come out of your cage. Hell yeah. Just like that? Was Pathologic? I mean, I played for like an hour yesterday or the day before. My computer was broken and I wasn't expecting to actually be able to. But, and now here we are. Welcome in. Ta-da! We're still in like introductory kind of scene setting where it's introducing the meta layer, where there's a guy interviewing you and he's like, you did all these bad things, blah blah blah, and then I'm like, no, and then we're jumping around in time. So we jumped forward ahead, and that's pretty cool. Like in a Pathologic 2, you start at the very end of the game and then you go back to then you time travel to the beginning. I guess it's kind of doing a similar thing. Go up the stairs, you'll understand why. First, I need to know one more thing. Why'd you come to town? I need to say something mean. Oh, wasn't my idea. I was invited with a letter. I agreed in the hope that living proof of immortality would save Thanatica, my research station, my research lab. And when I got here, an outbreak occurred. Odd coincidence, isn't it? I don't believe in coincidence. Exactly, kid. I was Lloyd here on purpose. Yeah, you know what? We're doing that. I'm doing. That's what we're doing. No, I have to use that voice for other people. I'm me. I have to have normal voice. What are you gonna do now? I'm trapped inside this box, but I know what's outside. An outbreak, death. And death, even in the guise of a mundane germ, is my enemy. Therefore, I do my job. You're a brave man. Perhaps it's all connected. Immortality and a deadly disease? That is possible. You know, Bachelor, my father envied Simon. And Maria Cana will always be my enemy, so there's no love lost between our families. Right, there's the Kane family. And they're like, I think that's where the guy who said the people said was immortal are in there. There's the her family, Capella Gorkin. No, not Gorkin. Shit, what's her name? There's her, who's part of the other family, who's more like the economic powerhouse. Yeah, and then she waited 4 hours until I woke up. could have knocked on the door yourself. I know where to find the last person who saw Simon alive. His name is Stock Rubin. Ah, that's who I played as in Pathologic 2, and was also the first character in Pathologic 1 that you played. He's the kind of baseline, this is what's going on, as an outsider to the town. Or I'm more of an outsider. He had an inn, so things kind of made more sense for him. His name is Stock Rubin. His heir, his apprentice, his killer. Oh yeah, everyone thought he killed him in the first game. His killer? He's a doctor. He's a hideout in the warehouses. Look for him there. How do you know where his hideout is? Well, you say it doesn't sound like much of a secret. I'm not just a mistress. Olgimsky. That's the Olgimsky. We got the Canes, we got the Olgimskys, and then eventually we're gonna find out what the other family name is, and I don't remember. Her father owns half the houses, very near all the people in town, and the warehouses, and the ground under this jail. Letting me know where I stand with C. Shall I go then? Well, I was waiting for you. Something bad happened. But they said that a true mistress stands out by her timing. And here I am. Right place, but too late. Maybe I'll never be a true mistress. Don't you dare cry. I can't stand tears. Your hint helped me a lot. You hear? Alright, I'm more in the middle, which is good. Right, and Mr. Bad is like, burr, 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 there's a plague. Oh, buh, he-be-boo. I can't let you go. Ho-ba-do-ba-do. And that's what he's going to say. Alexander Saburov, who's the governor. Right, we have the Canes, which are like the social heads, I think. The Saburovs, which are the legal side and like governmental oppressor side, police. And then there's the Olgimskys, which are the economic side. And it's the like these powers that control the town and how they interact and how they solve problems. That was what stood out most for me in Pathologic 2. So we'll see how this one goes. Governor of the town. Saburovs are the load-bearing bones of this town, hard, dry, and colorless compared to the other two ruling families. Order rested upon them. When I arrived, Governor Saburov pinned all his hopes on me and hated me for it. Got the star from the capital. Who is me? I'm from the capital. I phoned him. I thought the star from the capital would show the Canes and Olgimskys how dangerous overreaching ambitions could be. That star proved to be another.
No promises about taste, but it'll certainly be hot.
You and me both, buddy. Dankovsky, before you ask, I allowed the girl in. She is Olgimsky's daughter, and she interceded on your behalf. But even if she hadn't, I wouldn't have kept you here. You threw me behind bars yesterday, and today you're already setting me free. What a mercurial tyrant you are. Oh, I'm more apathetic that way. What were you detained for? I tried to leave town, but your trap worked just in time, and I wasn't let go. You committed the most heinous crime a doctor can commit. You tried to abandon your patients, to flee the town and save your sorry hide. I'm not your toy, Saburov. I decide my actions, not you. The logic of predestination decides. Just saying, I'm predestined to go to jail, so. I'd suggest discussing it with Katerina, but today the plague has reached the backbone. Behind the thin walls of this building, death rages. Boarded up doors and windows, but the plague fumes are seeping in. You and I, we have mere hours left. The outbreak has reached the town hall? There have been cases of criminals surviving the sacking of a besieged city in prisons. A prison is also a fortress, but our fortress lacks food and water. Outside, we are presumed dead. Know this, Dankovsky. I wanted to punish your cowardice. That much is true. I did not want you dead. I am sorry. I mean, presumed dead. Well, 2 days ago, a decree was issued declaring all people in infected districts to be presumed dead, not to be rescued. Unless they called for help with signal bonfires. A folly. Without a protective suit, we can't venture into the miasma, let alone light the fires. So officially, you and I are dead. Dun-dun-dun! And the plague could get us in hours! How dare! Organize a sortie. A decree was issued, you say? By whoever wields that power, right? Tell it to me straight. You issued an inhuman rule, never expecting to be its victim. I did not issue that decree, nor did you, though everyone pinned their hopes on you at first. You have no moral right to condemn the decisions of those who at least tried to act. That's fair. Fine, I'll deal with this later. But for us to be let out, someone has to venture outside, right? I volunteer. The miasma already seeps into the rooms of the town hall, and you want me to open the front door? No, our only chance is to barricade ourselves in and pray for a miracle. Well, I had a device, a prototype. It disperses miasma. With it, I can go through the infected district. A device? Yeah, the one you confiscated along with all my belongings, including medicine, by the way. No. Your gadgets from the capital are just as unreliable as you. I won't unlock the main entrance, risking contamination of the town hall just because of your novelty lighter. Your $30 haircut. You have no idea what this lighter can do, and yet you argue with me. We inspected your device. It looks like a canister of film. Maybe the Canes would be interested. I don't see how cinema will help the infection. Interesting. So, the device that can clear out the plague in this game that is presented as a play, as art, as a presentation of events that we follow our own predetermined path through. It is seen as a cinema camera, a way to capture moments. And by doing so, the plague disperses. That's interesting. I have an idea. You mentioned the plague has already seeped into the town hall. Where? The far room. Give him a prototype back. I'll clear the contamination in the far room and prove to you that the device works. Fine. Your device should be in the main hall. Confiscated items are also there on the counter. No one has disturbed them. Take them. After that, they'll unlock the far room for you. But if you fail to clear the miasma, you won't be let out. Glad you've listened to reason. My decision echoes in the future. What does that mean? What did I do? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff that happens on day 4 because of this. Okay, so... Microscope. Broke from the town's first hurdle. If you give this momentum, my triple. So because of stuff that I said today, stuff happened on day 4. I can already see the train on the tracks already to depart. Bad grief didn't cheat me. For a horse, the final preparations for the escape are complete. At the station, I have time to jump into the last car. The town is a trap. My life's work is more important than me and more important than a tiny step settlement. So that was me trying to leave. What else? That's what happened. The train's ready to depart. The car is filled with plague corpses. It's a trap. Common patrolman grabbed me and threw me behind bars. I'll get out of here yet. They'll see. So I'm spending the night in the prison cells. Oh, well, tomorrow they'll learn who they're dealing with. Everything in this place trapped in this bloody town. And the doctor, Stanislav Rubin, might know something about Simon Kane's life and death. If only I could reach him. So that is what happened yesterday. And today, the man who last saw Simon Kane is in the warehouses. This district is infected. People have barricaded themselves in town hall. Everything in this place. Oh, darkness. Shouldn't have wasted my time dwelling on it. All is lost. I failed at everything I tried to do. Okay, I need to be more positive. I need to be more positive. Is it this room? Nope. This room? Looks like something. Vlad the Younger. Oh, he's an Olgimsky. Right, they run like the slaughterhouse and thing. Vladislav Olgimsky, son of Vladislav Olgimsky, factory owner. Heir to one of 3 ruling families, one could imagine the autonomy he enjoyed living under his father's shadow. Oh, popcorn. Nom nom. He thought his father's power could be gently modernized through reform. He kept up with contemporary thinkers. He put his faith in progress. And as his reward, the dirtiest of tasks fell to him. Trying to fix the system from inside, it never works.
Don't touch me this time of year. And don't touch anything in here.
Okay. What options does the town have when there's no vaccine or cure? When there's neither a hospital nor doctors? Isolation and quarantine are our only tools to slow the plague spread. Hold on, are you the one who issued the decree not to rescue people from the infected districts? Everyone is saying I acted as Isidore Barak did 5 years ago. Right! I forgot about Barak. There was... Oh, God! I remember. That was dark. That was so dark. Yes, we did see one. The whole kind of play aspect seems like a little toned down already. It's not as prominent, but we did see them. They do exist, and we were taken in as part of the troop immediately. But they are still in the game. And yeah, the crow is like a personification of death or doom. But right, I remember. You see, Barack worked for the old Gimskis. There's like a big complex for the workers of the slaughterhouse. And there was an outbreak of some sort, of potentially the same plague. And he locked down, he completely locked down the apartments. No one in, no one out. And like almost everybody died in there. A terrible tragedy. I remember that. So everyone was saying I acted as Isidore Barak did 5 years ago. They can think what they want, but they're remembering it wrong. My measures were not so harsh. Isidore Barak sealed off the plague districts with no chance of escape. I, at least, told the orderlies to keep an eye out for bonfires, to give those trapped behind the cordons a chance. There's the logic behind it, but the measure should be granular, not district-wide. My bonfires, what do they guarantee? And if I'd make a light one just as well. You've devised a more humane measure, but don't object, which credit to someone else. Look, it doesn't matter. As long as you care about what's happening, I'm not judging. That's fine. I understand the logic behind it, but the measure should be granular, not district-wide. And why bonfires? What do they guarantee? An infect man could light one just as well. It's a primeval belief, one might say. She can't tolerate fire. She's either afraid of it, or, in contrast, drawn to it like a moth. I found this symbolic. Please keep in mind, interesting. Please keep in mind our orderlies are simple folk. They need a convincing omen to compel them into the plague fumes. Convincing to them, not you or I. She can't tolerate fire? You mean the plague? That is the question that I do have. Fire is clearly visible through the miasma. From that perspective, it's a practical choice. Or wiser than I wouldn't have occurred to me to account for the common folks' ignorance. She can't tolerate fire. You mean the plague? That sarcasm is unwarranted. The plague feels alive even to me sometimes, let alone the orderlies. If you'd spend any time with us, you would understand. I was just beginning to respect you. Oh, God, I'm an asshole. Be that as it may, by the third day we realized the scale of the catastrophe. The town needed saving. I was ready to propose concrete measures. And here we are. I will soon pay with my life for my actions. Don't say that. We'll get out of here, all of us, and I already know how. Yeah, there we go. I will pay with my life for my actions, as will you for your inaction. I'm not a proud man, Dankovsky. 2 days ago, I waited for you at the Emergency Epidemic Committee meeting. If you wish to take matters into your own hands, I would not have stood in your way, but you simply didn't show up. Well, we're going to have to fix that. I tend to forget that when I'm not there, grown men cannot even lift a spoon to feed themselves. You're a brave man, Vlad. You actually tried to do something. I won't let you die. That's what I say. Nothing there. Okay. Let's see. I got something for trade, and I got some water. Super important. Murderer's brother. Interesting. Oh, because of the jail. I guess they let everyone out of the jail. You? Are you the head of this place? Could you sign this paper for me, please? The death certificate, I mean. I'm many things in this place, but certainly not its head. My brother's dead. Bad man he was. Wicked man. Still, he was family. Now I'm fussing about, collecting all the papers, but I'll be frank. I don't have his name in here. I forgot his name, and no one's willing to help me. You expect me to put my own name in there? You came to get the death certificate drawn for your brother, but you forgot his name. Uh-huh. You expect me to put my own name in there? No. Okay. I'm just gonna, everyone here in this town is weird. I'm not gonna jump down someone's throat until I know more. I don't know myself how this could happen. It's like it was kicked out of my head. Like there's just a black blot in my mind where my brother's name used to be. And the secretary, he says there were only 2 bodies brought from a station. But how could there only be 2 if Barak knifed 3? a mistake. Please tell them. You arrived on the same day. Maybe you saw it. An herb bride took your brother's body away. The plague's running rapid. Might all be. I mean, that is what happened. Oh, sorry. That can't be true. For the kin to take a body, someone needs to give them permission. They have special relationship with bodies. They would never take one without asking. I will tell him that it was me. I gave her permission to take the body. You? How could you? Oh no! He's mad. What did he ever do to you that you fed him to the kin? I thought you were a doctor, a scientist, and have you no shame? They didn't just take the body, they took his name from all of us, from his family. How on earth am I going to remember his name now? Interesting. So by doing that, by feeding, like, says, like, buried him and then fed him to, like, I forget the name of the god, essentially. Nom nom popcorn. But that made everyone forget his name. Interesting. Everyone claimed he had no relatives, so the price of an error is the memory. It is a problem. Something to begin with K. Oh no! I forget too! I'm gonna say the price of an error is the memory of a man. That's what I'm gonna say. Let's see. What's all these people about? Pawn. I'm begging you. Tell them to open the doors. Everything's locked. We're trapped. Oh, you out of your mind? Use your head. Do you think they locked the doors for fun? Have you seen what's out there? It's like the last days of Sodom. And Mars Shabnock walks on her clay legs. I don't know. I forget who that is. My friend stuck outside. We were together. I managed to slip inside, but he... What's going on outside? Oh, he's a goner. Forget it. Your friend's gone. Whole district's doomed. There's plague fumes everywhere. No air to breathe. We're doomed too. Simple as that. Spreading panic. Explain what's going on calmly. Where have you been the last few days? Under a rock? Town's under quarantine, and quarantine dictates that infected districts are sealed off. That's how we got here. Oh, it's you! Or at least your model. I met you earlier. Whoever came up from the quarantine rules is a real idiot. They've locked themselves in the town hall with that decree. We're cut off from everything. All the doors are locked. They've walled us in and left for dead. I'll go find what's going on. I already did. I'm going to take... Ooh, morphine. Extract. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, perfect. Things that'll make me more manic, more empathetic, heal me. All right. Fantastic. That is locked. The anti-plague prototype from the counter. There it is. I have 20 charges on it. The experimental device can disperse infected air. If I can clear the assembly hall, I'll be let outside. Surely it can't be worse than the morgue. Okay. Oh, I can't see shit. Matches? Burn brightly and briefly, but reliably. Potassium chlorate, sure they won't go out and win it. To start fires. Okay. I'm developing the other side of the river. That impossible tower is a dominant landmark. That it is. Nothing in the clock. Don't know why there would be. Two moves checkmate if played the same way they run. If played the same way they run this town. Oh, because right, you can do a 2-move checkmate. It's like super fast. There we go. I just have to keep hitting it.
These rains chafe my hands bloody.
All right, we cleared out the bad air. What's that smell? The smell of science. Now I'll say bile. The prototype uses other reagents as well, but they hardly smell of anything. Contraption works. Let's assume as much. Is it enough to traverse the infected district? Not enough. If it's not enough, I won't be knocking on your door to be let back in. You have my word, I won't endanger you. Fine, let's assume that too. Listen up. You need to make it to the southern exit of the district. It's guarded by orderlies. The other exits are either sealed off or being guarded by vigilantes. Best avoided. Then to go south. Vigilantes, you mean a mob armed with sharp sticks, driven mad by fear? Got it. First, you need to light several bonfires. More than one. That's important. You know the bonfires. I'll just tell the orderlies that there are people trapped in the district. I'll be standing in front of them as living proof. This is how it's been since the first outbreak 5 years ago. There are fires burning in an area. That means there's still survivors, still able-bodied and healthy. Only those are worth saving, in order not to bother with small pockets of doomed people. That makes sense. Okay, so that is our goal. Bonfires, then south. You're suggesting I light all these bonfires by myself to deceive your own system? It's not my system. We issued the decree in haste and panic. If I survive, I will overturn it. If we survive, I'll be the one issuing decrees. No, you thought you were always going to be on the other side of your cruel decree. Now, I'll be the one issuing decrees. Fate in my hands. I've been printed to go outside. Ah, the joys of freedom. Popcorn time. I've been loving popcorn even more lately. I got a little spray bottle. I put vinegar in it because vinegar is basically a 0-calorie wetner for to put like salt or whatever on the popcorn. And it tastes pretty good. And I also got a powdered dill pickle flavoring. So I just spritz with the vinegar and then do pickle flavoring. And I just stir. Spread olive oil, then put flavoring. I mean, it's the same purpose. Vinegar just doesn't have any calories, and it's no fat. It's just an acid. Nut yeast. That's so like on your recommendation a while ago. I bought nutritional yeast, and I can't bring myself to eat it. It just sounds so gross. Like, oh, it tastes kind of like cheese. It's like, well, yeah, but I'll just put cheese on it. Vinegar. It's like a misting. It's very slight. Okay. But it's just to wet and it's mostly for to wet and to stick the flavor into. The district is infected and sealed off. I can only leave if I light several bonfires. Okay. And then straight. Okay. The other exit, everything else is sealed off. Matches. Inventory. Some small items like matches or vials are better kept in pockets rather than my carpet. Items. Okay. So. Matches in there. You know what, we're gonna put more matches in there. I don't think I need anything else, if I'm being honest. All right, where do I light bonfires? Oh, I see something over there. I also see some plague. Here. Be gone with you. A little more manic. I hurt my foot? That's pretty funny. Ah, that's a bonfire. Because using bones as well, everything in this town is alive in one way or another.
Tired of this noise.
Alright, there we go. I'm a little manic now. Run a little faster. Can I go around this? Maybe. No, it's temporary. Okay. Like, no one is doing anything here. This is just... It's more tutorialization of... what to do in infected districts, I guess? Oh. Oh, what's up with this?
Superstitions aren't real.
Oh, that did something. Oh, I see a... on fire. There's a bonfire over there. This is also highlighted that's like interactable. The quarantine isn't working. But porters are lying nearby. The porters. No need won't make me sifting through trash. No need won't make me sifting through trash. Okay, so I'm not sift. Oh, okay. 'Cause the other one's a huge part of it was the part of the game was going through trash cans and collecting every single thing that you can. Who are you? I don't know, but it makes me mad. Okay, straight. After I do some looting. Take literally everything I can. This way, yes. Yes. Yeah, I have not been really looking for resources, which is interesting, because that was a main part of the other games. And I ain't hurting this time. Nothing to say? Nothing to say. Okay. Swing sets will make me more apathetic. Interesting. Saw a red thing.
I could use some quiet.
Cool. Still tutorial? Yeah, kind of. Tutorial setting. Just getting me eased in, I think. Hey, what's up? He's alive! Boys, there's someone alive here! Oh. I'm not the only survivor. There are people trapped in the town hall. They need urgent help. Whoever's trapped in there is dead to us. Governor Sabarov's orders. Sabarov is trapped in there himself, you fool! Who are you? That made me more apathetic? That sounded like I gave a shit. The only qualified doctor in this benighted town. Now, we're only doing our jobs. The decree is simple. No fires, no entry. People can only be saved if the bonfires are lit in the district. Otherwise, it means they're all dead. Open your eyes. The bonfires are lit. Right, really again? Really? Let me count them again. 1 fire, 2 fire, 3 fire, 5! Boys, there's survivors in the backbone. Well then, clear the exit to the district. Escort people from fire to fire. Do not deviate from the route. Sort of scared of being in the infected quarter without the fires burning. I see. Wagimski Jr. is craftier than I thought. Yeah, one more thing. At least wrap a rag around your face so you don't breathe in the miasma. Indeed, we'll need some kind of protection for the orderlies. Well, it's right terrifying to go in there, but it can't be helped. Orders are orders. And you, survivor, why are you still standing there? Get on out to the clean district since you managed to walk all the way here. Good luck to you all in there. Yeah, like, I'm just not... They're doing what they can. Good luck to you in there. Tell the governor that I won our bet. The people in the town hall have a chance. Ergo, so does the town. Hooray! The town is merely a... route planning. The town is merely a sequence of districts. I am the one to choose that sequence. That was merely a sequence of districts. I can choose a sequence. I can choose a careful route, step by step, avoiding dangerous districts, or walk directly to my target. To rush. If I change my mind, I can always undo my last move or Z to start over. Oh! Oh, I can actually, like, walk places. Okay. Or I... Oh, like I can plan... plan routes out. That's really interesting. Okay, so I need to go here... find... I'll auto-walk districts. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, well... I want to go here. I want to walk to this district. There's children that are gonna trade with me, and I have nuts and things to trade. Oh, I guess all the districts are now individual loading zones. If that's the case, that'll make sense. Let me turn around and see. After I can actually, like, move. Yes. They're just individual loading zones. Okay, where's this child? They're to the right. So it's kind of a fast travel, kind of not. That's actually really interesting. Do you trade with me after I talk? Hey, Lanky Gay, was it Lanky Guy? Lanky Gay. Was it your stuff our guys pilfered the other day? Yes, by stuff. Front of your mind with it. Why don't you go while the going's good? No, yes. If by stuff you mean a laboratory of incredible value to humanity, and our guys refers to the capital's powers that be. Ah, gee, don't get all jittery. It was a test to see if you were a good one or a bad one. The bad one would have run to grown-ups to complain. We're all right, though. Didn't lose your cool. Traded it all back in a whiz. That's the kind of thing we respect. Thanks, I guess. So make it brief. We've convened the Children's Council and decided to accept you into our commodity exchange. But you can't play our games. We're not showing you the invisible cat, either. Trading this and that and whatnot? Anytime. Sure. Oh, there's a common name in this town. No, it's not. Everyone is playing a role. These are all actors. Pawn means they are of no importance. That's what pawn means. They're not named pawn. They don't matter. They're like when you watch a movie, they're an unnamed character. How you doing, Baggy? Thanks, I'll pass. Absolutely not. That's an invisible cat of yours. Just a cat. What do you sell besides stolen mechanical devices? Dirt cakes, twigs? No. What's an invisible cat of yours? It's just a cat. You don't know what you've been up to? That's fair. Don't worry, Baggy. You'll figure it out. I'm proud of you. I hope you're doing okay, though. Yeah, seen it, right. Come on, who are you kidding? It's invisible, but our tradable junk is visible, all right. Take a look at it already, or go your merry way. What do we sell besides stolen mechanical devices? The Children's Council can change its mind, you know. Where are you going to get a hangover pill, then? Or stinky feet cream? Or bits of colored glass? Our range of commodities is dizzying. Occasionally, someone even brings a schmouder. I need all the schmouder I can get. That's the most important item. It can cure the disease. I need it. I'll keep it in mind. So anyway, we hang out near tall places when you see from afar. Like this place right here. If a giraffe was wandering around, we'd be hiding under it, but our winters are too cold for a giraffe. And another thing, we don't need your little clinking things. Save them for beggars. Oh, money. They're worthless now. Bring us good, sound commodities. Beetles and butterflies. And nuts, too. I feel that. I feel that, Baggy. Hang in there. I believe in you. Yep, I feel you. I feel you, dude. No sense complaining. Just gotta buckle down. And just chill when you can. I got you. You know, some of my medicine went missing on my first day here. Now I see how you come by this stuff. Alright. Let's trade up. Recipes. I absolutely want recipes here. It's minus 16. It's going to give me 4, 2, 3. I have 9 tradables. Need to get 7. Cost 3, huh? And then 1 more. All right. Trade. I got the recipes. Hell yeah. Do I, like, read them now, or I'm gonna use? So now I can make things. Hell yeah. All right, sick. Anything else up here? Probably not, huh? In the other games, there's like a little box, but no. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna. Oh, I have to leave a district, and then I can decide to walk to the next district. Okay. I see. I see. All right, let's get out of here. So, the map so far seems very similar. Even, like, similar kind of, like, herbs on the ground, these little, like, footpaths. Though with some of the kind of setting, the kind of place setting elements not being as... Oh, I can unlock it. Not being as, They've changed a little bit. Like, the trash cans look a little different, for example. Hey, Scoots, how are you? Like, I do still think it's very interesting how, like, kind of... It's presented very much as, like, an immersive sim, but there's not many things you can interact with. The most things you can interact with really are the people and then very specific items to change your meter, at least right now. Hey, Cobra, how are you? Lurking. Appreciate it. Have a vibe. Do you happen to know if there will be a funeral? Are you interested in a specific funeral, or are you just intrigued by the concept in general? The Grief was killed? No, I need him. He was the last decent person in this damned place. Did I hear correctly? You mean Bad Grief? Provided food to families in our area, handed out bread for the children, and now he's gone, and without him, surely starve. Alright. Save Bad Grief. That is my goal in life now. Oh, what's that? What is that building? I'm very apathetic. All right, let's fix that.
Can't think like that.
There we go.
Things are animated.
Now I'm a little more manic. Now we're good. All right, what building this be? This appears to be the old Gimski build. Or Bulls, books. Propaganda posters. Yep, that's the old Gimski building. He's got nothing. He's got nothing to say to me right now, though. Clock. How damn it. How damn it. All right. All right. South of the warehouse.
Every creak, like a gunshot.
Feeling a little apathetic? Kick a trash can. See, this guy gets it. Load times are a little long, but I think I should just move this to my SD. It might be better. Popcorn. Gotta get a move on, though. Because everything in this game is timed, so. What's up, dude? Hey, Sawbones, that you? You the big city Sawbones? Yes. Oh, don't you fret. I'm not interested in your jingle jangle. Not with the hassle. Tell me straight, Doc. Am I plagued? Only all gentlemen who look like you do sought medical advice instead of my wallet. You don't look sick. I'm serious. I'm scared. Is it okay to admit fear to a Sawbones? Ever since I found out my Kulon had died, I've been scared out of my wits. Claimed her in 5 hours. And she was young and strong. A Kulon? Talk about your wife or your daughter? How can I marry her when she's of the kin? Or was, anyway. Oh, so that's like a kin woman. Ugh, I don't like that. She left them, but was torn between the town and the steppe. I thought maybe if I quarreled with her on purpose, she'd return to her kind. Wouldn't suffer her fate no more. Wait for that now. I've already heard this notion that steppe people are immune to the plague, but I suspect those are just tall tales. I'm gonna say my condolences. Because he don't need to know all that. Poor thing, such a shame. I don't want to die, though. Give it to me straight, Doc. Will I follow Kulon soon? Should I prepare bread and milk, or can it pass me by? You suspect your lover might have infected you? It's not impossible. When did you see her last? The day before yesterday, in the morning. When did she die? Yesterday. Okay. I know very little of the plague, but it's clear from its dynamics that one can't survive the infection for more than a day. If you were infected, you wouldn't be here. Are you sure? Do you know how many people have died since the outbreak began 2 days ago? The disease obvious. I'm all right to say I don't know. I'm just gonna give him a real answer. Do you know how many people have died since the outbreak began 2 days ago? The disease obviously develops very quickly. So the incubation period is 5 to 8 hours. Oh, you've done me a service. Poor Kulon's suffering ended just yesterday. She came to me even earlier than that. Your math checks out, Doctor. Sorry, I should address you with respect. According to your account, I couldn't have caught it from her. Maybe not from Kulon, but from someone else. Someone you could have met half an hour ago. Easily. Don't celebrate just yet. If it takes 5 hours to burn someone out like a candle, then it's clear as day. I've been racking my brain. She was healthy when she came to me. Only her legs were wobbly after a night of dancing. Then suddenly, bam. Dead of the plague. Like that. Shows you how death sneaks up on you. Wicked. Like a cut person in an alley. Any death is wicked. That mortality is embedded into human nature itself. Even more wicked. That's why we gotta find how to make things immortal. Such loud words of yours. They ring here, in this backwater. It's like an alarm bell or artillery. They don't fit the scenery, like you. Can I help you with something? Looking for a doctor named Ruben. Haha. Popcorn, popcorn. All right, where's Ruben? If I knew where he was, I've gone with my Plago question. But he saw the last outbreak. Was Barack Isidore's apprentice. But he's gone. Vanished as if the earth swallowed him. You think he's right here in the warehouses? I'll be damned. So I was told, alas, without an exact address. Tough luck. I'd love to repay you, but I can't. Don't know where Ruben went. You know, ask the little... Okay, ask the kids. Run into some. They've scoured every corner of this place. They don't miss a thing. Here, they've seen him. Okay. Thank you. Take care of yourself. You've dodged an infection once. Next time, you maybe won't be so lucky. Okay, mania. High mania speeds up the world and is detrimental to health. Excessive doses, guiding clues begin to appear before my eyes. Oh, so high mania will then tell me where to go. Okay. And I move faster. That's interesting. Oh!
It's more honest now.
I don't know what that means, except saying that it's more honest is... What a guy. Man, I don't know how to... Nervous tension makes me quicker. I don't know how to handle this dude. Superstition. A secret sign. Gears. What's in here? Hey, Skunk. How are you? It's going okay. Hope you're doing well. I vaguely remember this room, but not a ton. Oh, Bad Grief was in here, I think, but he's dead now. All right, what we got going on? What's up, kid? Hey, mister, what's that doodad on your chest? Oh, the little, like, bullheaded thing. Not a doodad, it's a brooch. Looks more like a do-mom to me. Oh, that's the worst pun I've heard in my life. Says who? Some guy wearing a ladies' pin? It's a brooch. It's a brooch. It's a brooch. Did we broach a sensitive topic? Hilarious. Just hilarious. Don't you think it was mountain-arious? I hate this kid. I hate this kid so much. Full screen with VRC on your computer. Oh, it went the whole... He's going boom. You're seeing in stereo. That's awesome. Your name title would be... If you're gonna show up again, if you only met once, Baggy, you would be Pawn. But if you showed up again, then you're gonna have a title. And if you are super important to a relationship with other people, then you'll have a name. And that's how that works. Are you bored yet? Bored. Rockboard, cardboard. Let me think. No, I'm not bored. I'm just a little piglet. Wait, I don't think it's funny? Buzz off. Okay, whatever. I'm looking for a doctor named Ruben. I'm told he's hiding somewhere in the warehouses. I haven't seen no doctors around, but we got a new boiler, man. Fixed the furnace 3 days ago, but today it broke down again. There's the pipe, see? It's cold like my dad's feet. Oh, gross. You say you have a new boiler, man. That seems like a good cover. Can you tell me where the boiler house is? And you're walking the wrong way. Follow the pipe the other way to get to the boiler house. Around here, the pipes are ice cold. Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. Pipe. Pipe's cold. Pipe goes that way. What's up, child? Who goes there? Turn your head up. Look at us. What's the password? Oh, he won't let me go down. Go down there. Heckety feck. Another child. I hate the kids. Heckety feckety sat on a pipe. Heckety feckety smelled a bit ripe. All the king's crickets and all the king's geese couldn't rid Heckety of the smell of damp cheese. I'll say the password. I'm looking for a man. A doctor named Stanislav Rubin. Seen him around? Sure, we have. We see everything from up here. Even that bald spot popped your head. Oh, okay, thanks. We don't have a doctor named Reuben. Only a boiler man who needs no name to do his boiler work. Although, if you think about it, he's kind of like a doctor. Fixed the furnace. Cured it, I guess. I've heard that story from one of your friends already. Now I'm following the pipe to the heating plant. Called the boiler house. It's a house with a boiler, not some hot plant with sap running through the pipes. I say, people believe the wildest things these days. Oh, he's so clueless. But he can't even follow the pipe without getting lost. Let me give you a hint, old-timer. There's a little heat left in my pipe, and you need to go where there's a lot of it. Can you remember that? Okay. Ex Pavorium Veritas. Whatever you say, dude. Follow pipe that way. Oh no, it's Grief! Simon's murderer? If a murderer is murdered, who is to murder the murderer's murderer? Damn! Alright, we're gonna have to go back in time pretty quick and save him. Baggy just wants to be a bag. Right, Baggy. You'll be a Baggy. I believe in you. You'd find a way to just be Baggy. And you'll be a great Baggy. This petty lord called himself Bad Grief. An anarchist at heart, valuing freedom above all else, but only his own. Because of his friendship with the Ogimskis and the Baraks. Barak, that's the other family name. Saw himself above the law. At least he had some small aesthetic sense, even if it was street level. Ah, okay. So now... So this guy, who is like a player, is named Bad Grief. So this is like talking to his soul, I guess. One way or another. Pinned him to a wall like a butterfly and left him to die. Even stabbed him with a knife for good measure. But he didn't die from those wounds. You know what he died from? Thirst. Do you have any water? What are you doing here, actor? I'm no actor. I neither feel nor act. Call me a shadow. A remainder of a person. A trace. An echo. A glove left behind at someone's house. A useless thing, really. Who needs a lone glove? But it's proof that someone once was here to lose it. What kind of absurd theatrics? Kind of grotesque performance? Yes, it is. It's a video game. It is literally a performance. It is literally art made for my perusal, my experience. Yeah, let's see if he'll spell it out for me. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely props for a bloody denouement. Why not, say, assume you really are speaking to a shadow, a remnant of a dead person? On the other hand, this town is full of oddities. Now, I'm black tights and a white mask, really? You're a scientist, a researcher of death, so gaze into the face of a dead man. Perhaps then you'll understand why only a mask remains. Oh! So edgy, dude! Can't say I've heard about theatrical death masks from even the most exalted subjects of Thanatica. Am I the only one who can see you? No. 2 others watch, and 1 presents. Know this. If one like me is here, then the person you sought is no longer. They're already dead. Okay. So if we see him around, that means a character is dead. Or at least named. Makes sense. 2 others watch, and 1 presents. 2 others watch. In other games, there's like 2 kind of like godlike characters that I don't fully understand. I think they were standing for the developers. Not 100%. In the first game... Yeah, they're just kind of like overseers. I wonder if that's who they're talking to. 1 presents. So that's either... Because for the theater stuff, right? We have this guy, the shade, the shadow. We have the guy in the plague mask, who is a personification of death or doom, the plague itself. And then there's the theater head, Immortan Joe. I can't remember. But that's only 2 other characters, 2 other like theatrical characters. So he's not talking about them. 2 others watch and 1 presents. No, listen. One like me is here. The other person you saw is no longer dead. They're already dead. That maybe that will reveal itself later. 2 more, and who presents? A good puzzle, is it not? All right, then we start back at the beginning. Simon's murderer. Why would they think that Grief killed Simon? When you take out the pitchforks, you'll always find something to nail them with. That makes sense. When all you got is a hammer, etc., etc. Grief saw the faces of his killers. Did he recognize them? Asking that as a detective? Not that kind of story, bud. Grief was killed by a mob, not a person with a name. He often thought about death, imagining what his last words would be. And when death finally came, do you know what he said? Wow. Ow! Don't know what I expected. He said ow. That was all he could come up with as he bled out, pinned to a wall by a pitchfork. A hitchpork. How's that for last words? Ow, fair. Yeah, understand the world's most relatable last words. Well, I had a patient drop his quill, lean to grab it, cough, and die. His last words, blast it. Another said, she had a champagne, turned toward the wall, and was gone. Yeah, I mean, it comes at kind of the worst time, doesn't it? He said ow and thought to himself, what a disgrace. That's life for you. You muse on death, prepare for it, and when the time comes, you're never prepared for death, ever. It'll just happen. You're never ready for it. I can spread rumors about his incredible wit at death's door myself, but to do that, I need to know when he died. Good question. Precisely formulated. Around, maybe something will give you a clue. Well, I'll give it a try. Okay, let's investigate. Alas, poor Grief, I knew him. A smuggler, not a murderer. He didn't deserve this. Did deserve this. That's not true. Smothered by the train car, piles affected by rotting hope. Deathly reek. The smell might actually, like, give away. Grief set up yesterday's escape. He was crucified for a different crime. Right, because, yeah, he set us up to... He helped us escape, which didn't work. Simon's murderers. This would have been... So this would have happened while we were in jail. You couldn't have killed Simon. Yeah, you couldn't have killed Simon. Blood long dried. Killed yesterday. Bad Grief was cruelly murdered yesterday. Yesterday, oh yesterday. My curse, my enemy. Simon. He's gonna keep showing up even though he's dead. If only I didn't try to flee yesterday, I wouldn't have ended up in an infected jail today. I hate you yesterday. That's fair. That's kind of funny. Okay. So that basically is saying, hey, yesterday, yeah, you can save him. Just don't do shit yesterday, and then he'll be fine. Which makes sense. So there's a meeting we have to go to. Don't try to escape on the train. Those are the two things I know for sure that the game's like, hey, you're kind of an asshole for not doing that. So whenever I get the chance, that's what I need to do. Okay, let's see. Browse, children, shared news. So I have to follow the pipe. 5 bonfires. Need to convince the orderlies to uncork the district. Okay. The path to horrors is clear. His Grief was killed yesterday. Hackers vanished. I can do nothing. You to see beside me the embodiment of Grief's posthumous fears. I heard slanderous rumors about Grief, but he'd be Simon's murderer? With the epidemic's onset, people seem to have gone mad, but the scene at the warehouse is excessively cruel. Big popcorn energy. Okay. Interesting. It's more of an investigative bent. There's a little more of a mystery happening here. That's quite cool. Okay. I can move things out of my inventory into here. And this will clear up spots so I can take more items. Oh, there's 2 pipes. What's up? Am I the new boiler man? Friends of the boiler house was nearby. Am I heading the right way? See the smoke coming from the chimney? That's the boiler house. But the boiler man hasn't been seen in 2 days. I hope he's okay too. Chimney. I mean, I don't see a chimney, but I do see a gigantic, like, I don't necessarily see, like, smoke, but I do see a massive chimney. Ah! Shock! That is this house with a little dot on top. Oh, no! So Ruben is already dead. Or at least he isn't here. Stanislav Ruben, a pathologist, one of the few doctors in this town. Straightforward and decisive man. He did something that provoked the anger of everyone, the Canes and the kin, his friends and his enemies. One of those people who you know immediately upon meeting them that they won't die of old age. Because the first game, in both 1 and 2, are accused of killing Simon. At least in 2, I don't remember 1, if I'm being honest. The second one, oh, you're arrested, right? I think you're arrested for a little while, but then you're let out. And then that's the whole, right, you're let out, and there's a whole, like, people don't trust you, so you, like, trade items at a loss for you, so your reputation goes up in areas, and right. That's his thing. So this, if he's also, he is not accused of killing Simon. Grief is in this one. Interesting. Medicine left in the cabinet. Drug safe for a rainy day. Carefully rationed. There you are again, Shadow. A bad sign. You're not superstitious, are you? A sign isn't bad. It only points to what it signifies. The one you came before is no more. Today they are already dead. So it hasn't been seen for 2 days. Interesting. Kids said Ruben worked here as a stoker. How did that happen? Now I'm just going to say what happened. He needed a hideout. Grief, an old friend, suggested this place. In the end, he even enjoyed stoking the furnace. Physical work soothes, leaves no room for thought. Only soot clings so deeply. Ruben was scrubbing it off himself when they came for him. They? Who's they? He never saw their faces, but he knew what they wanted. His silence. Oh, he knows something. Ruben came closest to understanding who Simon truly was. After all, he was the one who pronounced him dead. He was afraid that revelation would not be forgiven. I don't remember what that might have been in the second game. What revelation? What did Ruben discover? This is critical. Ruben witnessed a miracle. He paid for it with his life. When did this happen? 3 days had passed since Simon's death. Ruben hid here in the boiler room, but they found him, silenced him. So on the 3rd day. It's high time I spoke to the person who invited me to this town, Isidore Barak. Womp womp. Boiler. Nothing in the clock. My health is already doing, like, pretty bad, actually, which is not great. I want these! Okay. I am going to put that in that slot, and let's put... You know what? I'm a little... Oh, that's a lot of apathy. Never mind, it's a little much. Poison. Just stimulant. Coffee in there. Alright, I need to trade. Death came for you, I didn't say anything. Death said something. What did Death say, Baggy? Like, wanna play Magic? Have a nice chit-chat. don't think I would ask Death anything. Like, if there's a personification, I don't actually think that I care that much. Like, what am I supposed to do with any information that it gives me, really? Bunch of cows. Okay, well, where is Isidore Barak? Victor Kane. Gregory Kane. There. He's in this district. That is a bad district to be in. And you won't let me through, so... We're going. We meet in death? Give him a high five? Absolutely! You know what? It might even be encouraged. What's, my health at? 60, so I don't want to use that yet. Giving him a little high five might be, we all need a little bit of encouragement, right? I don't think that's any different. Everyone wants to know they're doing a good job. Just eating those coffee beans straight. What a monster. Alright, peaceful districts are easy to pass through, but I'll have to be passed through dangerous ones carefully on my own feet. So districts are marked with color. Infected, infected, infected. Well, I need to go there, so... I can get to it that way. The ways into this district. We go all the way. It was 28 minutes versus 8 minutes. It's a straight shot either way. This way winds up being faster. I have to go through the entire infected district. Is this a way out? Probably not. I'm just shoveling popcorn in my mouth. I made so much. I made 3/4 of a cup. Just wanted to see how much the machine could make. I got one of those spinny ones. Put a little oil in, and then it goes brrr. We have to use a fair bit of oil, unfortunately. Yeah. But it pops so well. It pops so well. I just have a mountain. Absolute mountain. What are you guys doing? What? Like, this game's going to be confusing. There'll be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of references to things. That neither of us are going to understand, right? A lot of metaphor, a lot of simile. I'm not really going to know what's up. Oh, shit. Hello. What are you? What the hell are you? Wait, what? Uh-oh. Hi. Oh, Changeling! You're the third character from the first game. Wait, there's two of you. A strange little ragamuffin with hypnotic eyes. Simpletons claim she can heal with a laying on of hands. Also say she is Shabnok's sister and a harbinger of death. Right, Shabnok is the... Shabnok is the plague. The plague thing. They call that Shabnok. The vicissitudes of fame. I saw Clara in remote places no one else could reach, and at times it was as if she were in two places at once. Huh. Some vast presence lurks in her shadow. Who is she? I know nothing about Clara's story. I know not a clue. I only played Ruben's playthrough for the first game. Never did the other two. The Changeling, zero idea. Absolutely zero idea.
White birds are killed, yet black cats are beloved.
does that mean? Stop. Look into my eyes. Don't move. Don't even turn your head. She won't touch you as long as there's a thread between us. Who's she? Yeah, what's that thing? Shabnak. You know, that bony monstrosity you don't believe in. One's making your hands shake right now. Is she here too? Impossible. She's my own private hallucination. My followers are very much Aoun. Aoun? My own? I'm assuming my own. That's not true, but it's good that you think so. The less you believe in her, the harder it is for her to get her hooks in you. Laughing at her would be ideal, honestly. You don't have the guts for that. You're way too serious. Too serious? All right, here's a serious question then. What do you think I'm seeing? Shabnak is the plague's body. The earth spits her out every few years. She might walk through the town and cleanse it of corruption, of wicked thoughts of weak people. Everyone believes something different on that front. Right. Right. There's a belief it's like an intentional cleansing of the earth of the town. Why you, with your head of solid oak wood, can see here is a very interesting question. Most people like you are completely blind. What ripped that hole in you, I wonder? I'm told the scent of the local herbs has a strange effect on the psyche. Maybe so. Either way, she won't stop stalking you, whether you believe in her or not. She likes you. I can tell from a mile away, but I'll teach you how to handle her. Take notes, scholar. Okay. I heed, O great and wise sage. Nah, I know about those rules. Don't look into a mirror at night. Don't say her name 3 times. Make a circle of salt. I at least want to indicate that I'm aware of the like rituals sort of thing. I like end up taking her semi-seriously. The other ones are like too sarcastic. Rule number 1, you're no adversary for her. Your little revolver won't shoot her. Your little knife won't stab her. Can't stab a fairy tale, can you? Why would you even have a knife anyway? So all you can do is run. And the prototype? What prototype? I have an experimental device prototype that's capable of dispersing plague miasma. Oh, now we change. Oh, I love this. That's so weird. What a weird idea that we get to choose dialogue from everyone engaged in the conversation. The game is hiding potential lines from me. Let's say this vision. Let's say it manifests as some kind of especially dense cloud of sand pest. If I shoot at it, I'll dissipate it. Which means the prototype can kill this Shebnek. You claim to fight death, but look how your eyes lit up when you said kill. Yes, yes. You hate society, and yet you participate in it. Curious. Killing death would be a heroic feat. It's a long-held dream of mine. There's no way your little device can kill a Shabnak. Neither bone nor metal can strike her down. Everyone knows that. How about compressed air and atomized particles of bile and belladonna? Do your myths say anything about pneumatic weapons? Ha! Thought not. Checkmate, atheist. Say a sigh from Bastarok could stop her for a short while. When he sighs, she walks on tiptoe, careful not to wake him. If you exhale the right way will probably slow her down. Okay, so the prototype will slow down the thing stalking me, but... God, there's a heckin' stalker enemy in this? That's insane. I could stop with a shot from the prototype. Better than nothing. You believe the inventions of your science can defeat the ancient truth of the steppe? Well then, scholar, give it a try. It'll be interesting to see. Rule 2. She both loves and hates fire. She can't pass a bonfire without wanting to love and destroy it. Like bonfires, they'll slow her down. Okay. Okay. Like a moth. Speaking of which, I've studied blood-sucking moths before, but didn't get very far. Rule 3. She's drawn to people who aren't hollow. Right, that actually are like a character in the game. You may be closed-minded and spiteful, but she still senses something in you. There's something you carry around inside yourself, some spark. In other words, there's no way she's going to forget you. When she's close, she'll never stop chasing you. Yes, I know. I'm irresistible. God. I have so much mania right now. So simple, I'm not even going to give it a number. If she catches you, she'll devour you. You might find a way to wriggle out of her embrace the first time, but definitely not the second. Lingering beside a thick cloud of miasma must be deadly. Finally, you're probably not going to believe me. She...
22 says too hot for my chinchilla.
What? Yes. The bonfire is much too hot for chinchilla. Keep chinchilla away. Hold chinchilla, careful like baby, away from the bonfire. That we have to light to protect ourselves. She eats away at most people's bodies, dries their skin, chews up their immune system, but you're not easy to get to. Like someone's watching you from above. Protect you, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Well, I mean, she is the what's it called? Plague. She is like personification of the plague. Protect me from above. You mean like heaven? Little Kit Kats, hope you're well. Glorp Norp to you too. I don't know. Well, yes, I do know, but I don't understand. Feel free to disbelieve me. It doesn't matter. Just keep in mind that you won't get infected in a plague district like others do. Instead, you'll go insane, waste all your time, and then she'll eat you. That's how it'll happen. Just being in a plague district feels like having a maelstrom rage inside my head. That's fair. She thinks she's my sister, and I think she's a monster made of bones. My hatred for her is stronger than all of yours combined. Be bold, Bachelor. There's no shame in running from her. Maybe you'll get something done after all in the end. Okay. I was looking into your eyes. The plague did seem to retreat. Oh, I am so apathetic. Hold on. The prototype can slow her down. Bonfires can slow her down, but she cannot be stopped. Oh, okay, bye. Never.
Slower.
Okay, cool. I just don't know what to do about this. I need a better weapon somehow. Okay.
What the hell?
I am desperately trying to select this. Okay, so I just have to go straight. That's it. That's all I have to do. Excuse me. Pardon.
Something is unraveling.
Much more faster. Much more faster. Ah! Okay, that is... I see healing in there, so I'm going to... one of those. And grab it. Oh, I can't grab it. It has to be in my backpack to add it to my inventory, essentially. Ah!
I'll blink, and you'll be gone.
We have found Isidore Barak's house. Oh, shit. Hello, everybody. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. What is going on? Glad the Younger's taking charge of the fight against the epidemic. Sounds like Reuben is dead. Bad Grief is dead. Oh, so these are connected to multiple days. And then that is what they are connected to. Reuben is dead is connected to that. Okay, I see how this UI works. So Reuben is the man who saw Simon Kane last. This was me like finding him, and then he died, and saying that he's dead is linked to this. I see, okay. They're linked to like the inciting incident of the information. Maria Kane, Simon's niece, brought her entourage to Isidore's house. They appear to be enacting some ancient ritual. Okay, interesting. Simon's trail is run cold. Perhaps his family knows something. Simon's closest friend and ally is a local healer, Isidore Barak. Perhaps you know something of his fate. Okay, so that's why I'm here. And his niece is also here. A beautiful girl in a fishing net cape taught me how to deal with hallucinations. This make me feel better, honestly. Okay. I don't have to get to the other side of the map? Oh my god. Alright, I'll look at that. I'll look at that in a minute. Kane died the day before my arrival. Okay. Shabnak, a steppe man-eater, a golem of clay and bone, the embodiment of plague. She does not exist, but she kills. That's cool. Okay. These are all characters that I guess cannot be affected by events happening in the game. Queens. On day 1, the Sabras found her in a grave and adopted her. Day 2, warned the town of the plague or summoned it. Oh, and then I can get to see that little thing again. Okay. Hans, Barak's first student. Simon Kane's death, long and irrevocably dead on day 5. Interesting. I still don't have notes, casebook, or artifacts. This stuff is still locked up for me. This is fine. I too used to stand in strange houses sipping wine. Man, just being inside this asshole's head as he just judges everyone is really funny. All right, Maria Kane. What are you doing? Because Barak is the town's doctor. Reuben was his apprentice. Reuben is dead. Maria Kane is his niece. Okay. Ella's daughter of the Kanes, Simon's niece. Her mother was a mistress. A woman said to wield mystical powers. That's what a mistress is. Maria believed she was meant to walk the same path. She was followed everywhere by her signs, young people who claimed to have aligned their fates with the constellations and mastered destiny itself. Her every gesture burned with untamed fire. Okay, so she is a mystical lady, but may not actually have the mysticalness that other people do. But she has a following.
Before, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Both in the timeline and in games, because this is the 3rd game that this has happened. I can't hear you. Speak my language. Don't pretend you don't know it. Haven't said anything yet. Who dares open his mouth while the mistress is working? Okay. So I think she was talking to, like, the plague, I guess. I've been told the mistress of this town was Capella, Olgimski's daughter. Having 2 mistresses spells disaster, doesn't it? Capella? Ah! Give her the town, it will drown in a viscous inertia. In sweet Anhedonia, where every morning is met with a smile, and no smile holds even a shade of a spark. Ugh! I don't want to even hear about her. Okay, so got a little bit of a personal problem there, bud. You might want to take care of that. So you're rivals, then. I'm familiar with the concept of professional rivalry, though I have no clue what you're fighting for. The only thing worth fighting for the souls, for the spirit, for the future. Forgive me, Indaniel. The likes of you are not to be shouted at. I was focused on the dialogue. The unexpectedness of your voice caught me off guard. Indaniel? It's an honorific. Daniel-chan, please. A sign of respect. Don't test my patience. I've interrupted you. You're in the middle of a conversation with whom? The house, of course. But the hindquarters were not built by us, the Kanes. And this house is one of the oldest ones out here. It does not understand me. Or rather, it pretends it doesn't. I hate hypocrites. Talk to the house itself, huh? I mean, in a town that is in the shape of a bowl, that deals with the lives of meat, that has a plague moving through it like a living being. Having the houses be alive also is not too much of a stretch. Also, they were explicitly called out as being alive in the second game because you could see which ones had plague in it, which ones didn't, because it was like made the wallpaper all grody. What a bastard! Inanimate matter, enter at once. Okay, that's an asshole. Just a thing. I was just asking if that's a metaphor. They've explained it to you already, haven't they? We, the mistresses, can feel certain things in a way simpler folk cannot. The name titles reflect the role. Should she be bitch? Not even close. Not even close. I think she's not actually like that. She's not like that bad. I think she's legitimately trying to help. If I remember right. But no, her role is. I mean, we can find out. She is either a queen or off the board. We will see. We can check her now that we are known who she is. A trace of Uncle Simon's hand still lingers in this house. It's here, very close, still warm. I can feel it. But the door is locked and broken, and the house would give me nothing freely. Trace of his hands. Do you mean fingerprints, or is this another metaphor? I don't know. Uncle was a very close friend of Isidore Barak. Or a rival. True friendship is indistinguishable from rivalry. I can feel his life still smoldering in this house. In some object or living memory. Perhaps he's even here himself. Ooh. This place might hold some clue that could shed light on his fate? Oh, never mind. It no longer matters anyway. What I'm doing is stupid. What you're doing, even more so. Investigate in your own way. That isn't stupid. That's not my point, Endanil. There are traces of Uncle Simon in this house, and the whole town. In the polyhedron, in the people, even in the street layouts. Great people don't die, they just scatter into myriad reflections. That's a good-ass line. Because that is true. That's the whole thing, right? People want to be remembered. And the whole idea that you don't know what your own influence is going to be when you die. When you die, you scatter into myriad reflections. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, actually. And yeah, if you're so ingrained in the town, the effect you have on people, the things that you worked and built on, like the street layouts themselves, if he was, involved in that as well, like that is a reflection of who he was and what he did. That's interesting. I like that. That's beautiful. But we, his poor descendants, won't ever be able to put them back because tomorrow shall not come. The people locked in the town hall thought so too, but we've broken out. I'm being too manic. I need to chill. I need to be a little more depressed. We'll be suffocated by walls of reeking bodies. Shabnek will devour our tomorrow. When you sleep tonight, the apnea demon will descend upon you and you'll lie there, frozen, staring at the ceiling, forever. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, she's deep in the apathy. I had a dream. I've seen every calendar in town stop at number 5. Tomorrow shall not come. It shall not come. Situation with the contagion is indeed critical. Perhaps you're right in your own way. Apathy? Yeah! I need a little more apathy. Our dreams are not the same. I am a mistress. I can see the truth. Tomorrow shall not come. If only you'd acted differently. If you'd opened the hospital, taken charge of the emergency command, searched for answers, perhaps things would have been different. But you missed your every chance. So have I. Was she edging tomorrow like that, though? Nah. No, tomorrow. You can't come. No, you can't come. I've seen it. You're not allowed. No. You didn't open the hospital. You've been bad tomorrow. That's really funny. What do we do now? Go to the Stillwater. Say goodbye to Eva. Gaze up at the starry sky before you sleep. Write a letter. Get in touch with something you hold dear before the end. Hope to say goodbye to uncles. I mean, tomorrow does come. Because this is like a flashback from weeks ahead. After we've been interviewed about what happened here. I hope to say goodbye to Uncle Simon. Forgive me, Maria. It's true I haven't done everything I could have. Although you know, Daniel, this was in my dream too. I stood in this house, right here. Uncle Simon breathed behind the closed door. I told you that tomorrow would not come. It was important to tell you that for some reason. I can't shake the feeling there's still some chance, some opportunity I overlooked. I must find it. And that we shall. Gorillas run cold. Canes. The family heiress wanders the town, barges into houses, touches walls, and utters vague prophecies. She won't help me. Fair. That all threads to Simon afraid I must claw at any chance I find. Sora's house fell silent with his master's death. He studies on the second floor. Excuse me. Hi. Lockpicking much? Aw, sticky. Orphan and Sneak. One of the children Isidore Barak surrounded himself with in his final days. Perhaps that's why Sticky couldn't let go of his legacy or his heir. Got his nickname from his straw-like hair and a habit of showing up at the first sign of adventure. There are dozens of such restless teenagers in town. I don't think this one is special.
I'll take you to your end. Tend. Mend. Friend.
Okay, buddy. Ugh, you son of a barnacle! Lost the pin again. Maybe move it to the left. Oh, it's the lockpicking orphan. We got a lock on one to his binding. Hey, Sign, what you doing here? Go take a breather. I told you I'd call you a lot when I'm done. Oh, he thinks we're a follower of Maria's. Done with what? Picking a lock in someone else's house? I bet money you don't live here. I'm just going to do a sign. You must have taken me for someone else. Huh, you're no Sign, are you? Or a very new one, at least. Did Maria put a spell on you already? You want to follow her everywhere, doing whatever she tells you? If you do, you're a Sign. Of course I don't. Yeah, me neither. Well, I thought I didn't. Then she asked me to break into Dead Master Barak's house, and I just ran here, skipping all the way. Wait, Isidore Barak is dead? I ain't born yesterday. Deader than dead can be. It's been days already. I have no idea how I missed that kind of news. Well, just stand there. Shove the door for me, will you? Right there, near the hinge. You're heavy, and it just may work. Does the door refuse to yield, little burglar? You think I'm some dimwit? The front one took me 3 minutes tops. The main study, though, that won't budge. It's as if they broke the lock specifically so no one can open it. Ah, there's secrets in this room. Orphan and Sneak's like Nolan character. He does a little bit, I suppose. They don't really. The Nickelodeon version was an orphan kind of scenario, was it? They were just like just guys. You never really knew what their history. I thought. If they broke the lock specifically so no one can open it and block the door from the inside to boot. Come on now, to the left. This again. Now I've broken my favorite pick. Something important inside that study? Yeah, dude. Of course there's something important here. Of course there is. The clues! It was the murderer who closed it, I tell you. So no one can investigate anything. Master Barak stays unavenged. It can't be a coincidence, all of this. If nothing else, Isidore was a doctor. And he dies right before the plague comes. And his study is locked. You know how it was? Oh, yeah, no, you did hear me say it. Yeah, that's his literal, yeah, Baggy. His little description is orphan and sneak. Those are his two defining characteristics. I was just saying, I don't think that's a Nickelodeon thing. Sneak, sure. Orphan, no, to my knowledge. You know how it was? This house was open all the way until the funeral. Then the killer knew he had to lock it. Because they all understood it at the funeral. Not everyone grows 4 new arms after death, you know. Huh? That beast's claw, too, only happens if you fought for your life tooth and nail. Not everyone grows 4 new arms after death. The beast's claw only happens if you fought for your life tooth and nail. What is going on? Something happened at a funeral. His, body's all messed up? It may be possible to determine the cause of death by the body's appearance, but Isidore's been buried already, hasn't he? 3 days he's been in the ground. All over now. The killer, he was skulking here that very day. Seen with my own 2 eyes, I did. Because I wasn't at the funeral like everyone else. Still couldn't track him down. Ugh. Wait. Who was it? Did you recognize him? Oh, I did a little burp. Blech. I'm not telling you. You don't care one bit about Master Barak. All these days, you were cool as a cucumber that he's dead. That he's moited. For you, Master Barak was just some old man who wrote you a letter to the capital about mystical Simon. And he was the best of them all. Fair? People's lives, they affected people. And word is like, they're just resources for me. There's just pawns to move around on the board. Whereas they had real effects on people. People are very sad that he's dead, and I didn't care, so why would they help me for it? You want to see the person responsible for Isidore's death punished? You tell everything you know to an adult. Me, for example. God, who the heck are you walking around here all high and mighty like, and you did nothing? Bear, he came with you too, and they killed his father, and he was the one they accused of it. Imagine that. 5 days after, look where you are, and look where Bear is. Who is Bear? He came with you too. They killed his father. Bear was accused of killing his father, and he's dead now. I'm not denying I wasted my time, but I'll try to make up for what was lost. I'm getting. So I'm making like a mental list of all the things I need to do when I get a chance, when we go back in time. Because this is still only the second day that we've seen, and there's like all these other days. I'll find Master Barak's killer on my own, or with Bear, maybe. Because we cared for him, and you never did. You care about Simon Kane, don't you? Ever thought he might be right behind this stubborn door, eh? Maria did tell me that she felt some kind of trace of Simon in this house. A presence. Master Barak, they buried him at least. Simon, they didn't. Someone stole him. You didn't know that, huh? No one did. The Canes thought they'd be able to keep it secret. Right, yeah, no, his body was hidden. In Pathologic too. Yeah, his body is stolen at some point, so we can't invest in like, look at him. And I think he winds up being the first victim of the plague, maybe? I think that's why he's important. I don't fully remember. Simon's body's right here. I'll find it then, not you. If I can finally defeat this door, that is. Simon's body disappeared, so I'm not the only one taking interest in his death then. Oh, I'm perfectly balanced. This door's dead. Killed on the very day I arrived, the same day Simon died. This town's darkest hour. My darkest hour. Ishiro's killer was seen on the second day. And he was he was buried on the second day. Pieces. Pawns, advanced pawns, pieces, queens, and beyond the board. Those are the levels of people. We have to keep track of like who's dead when. Big locked. Unfortunate. Alright. You have more to say to me?
Capella is so cute. It would be charming to sing a canon with her.
Ah, you said... So, that's interesting. Her dialogue that she just said makes her sound like she has at least some sort of affection or at least interest in Capella in some way. It's the other mistress. But her dialogue before that was written down, says like doesn't even want to hear about her, so that's just interesting. Could Simon's body be hidden in this house? I'll tell you this. You've only a superficial understanding of my uncle's disappearance. His body, if it even exists, doesn't matter much. I can still feel something living. More like a sigh than a chunk of meat. Well, we need to open Isidore's study anyway. He must be locked for a reason. Alright. Out we get. I need to leave and I get to the other side of town. An exit is here. Yeah, no, there's an exit right here. Ah! Oh, dear. We're gonna go this way. Then we're gonna go this way. Then we're gonna go... I have to go here. We're gonna go that way. We're gonna go the long way around to not have to walk through any more infected districts. We're gonna have to go through that one. One in the middle, but... I'm just not gonna worry about it. Oh! Restless Town. If I slip through the archway without deviating from the route that I set, the rest of the journey will pass without incident. I could turn into another archway, then I'll have to create a new route. I'll have to pass through dangerous districts myself again. Okay. Let's see what this way. Ooh, I only got 9 charges. I need to figure out how to make more charges. Straight for a while. Possible. Wait. All this. Who's coughing? Hands over your mouth, at least. Just skirt by.
You're too high strung.
There we go. Alright, out we get. Hell yeah. Get a look at the polyhedron. That's always the one of the coolest vistas. The idea of the polyhedron, that the impossible structures on the left side of the map. That's just super high up in the air. They're also not allowed in. What a bizarre idea. Oh. That's a even weirder than before, like made out of paper. That's wild. What's up? What do you want? Any news? What's word in the town? Living under a rock? No one's saying anything. Everyone hides in corners like mice. Well, why aren't you hiding? I went to the pub. Used to be great there. Generous. Stamaton was a decent guy. Was a decent guy. Or on credit. But now he's dead and the place is shut down. Ugh. The pub is closed? It's open, but what's the point? Without Stamaton, no one's running a tab anymore, only for money. And who needs that? Unfortunate. Okay, so I need to go talk to... Family heiress wanders the town. No, won't help me. I have to talk to... Isidore. Simon's twin. Simon's younger brother, Victor Kane. Well, I'm here. We'll talk to both. Oh, hi. Hello. How you doing? It is Khan. Oh, Casper Kane. Who has a gun and a butterfly. I guess some sort of relationship with the Dogheads? Like child faction? Interesting. The Kane heir plotted his own course along the path of his family. Oh, the Dogheads are followers of him. Oh, that's different. His followers were called Dogheads. They wore beast-faced masks and lived in the polyhedron. In this way, they claimed to renounce their animal nature and embrace a world of pure fantasy. They obeyed Khan blindly, Hex's nickname. Khan himself still retained the ability to doubt. So the Dogheads live in the polyhedron. Right, and the polyhedron is kind of treated like a liminal space. That's the world of fantasy. But he can still doubt, so he's not in there.
What do people become when they grow up? Think about it.
Will do. With all due respect, you just keep visiting at the wrong times. Why are your friends wearing dog masks? What are they for? I'm just going to go right to it. When you were on the way here, did you see the beautiful tower? There's your answer. You mean the polyhedron? Is there another tower in this town? All right, asshole. There's a battle of assholes right now. Can I have a dog mask? No. So you're a smart-ass kid, huh? Not a single straight answer from you. I'm just sitting on a table. You're the one who's here to ask silly questions. I'm looking for Victor Kane. Is this a study? Yes. Why? Do you doubt it? Oh, because there are some kids in dog masks. Oh, because Victor isn't here. Does a study stop belonging to someone when they're not inside it? It's a weird concept of ownership. As for Victor, since Mother died, he only ever goes to the Cape to visit her. Ah, you're Nina and Victor's son, then. You're beginning to remember? I mean, context clues is not really remembering, is it? That's good. Though it might be better for you if you keep forgetting us. You should be on guard with our family. No use recalling what we say. You need to take it all with grains of salt anyway. Yes, people lie. So that is like, I don't... That was also really hammered home in the second game as well. Like, oh, people are lying. You better be careful. But like, I couldn't do anything with that information. Like, I think it mattered one time, where it was like walk to an ambush or something. But at least that I know of. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, everyone's gonna lie to me, so I'm gonna say they're all liars. Uncle called it dialects. You can swindle with the truth alone, you know. The world is a deck of cards, he used to say, and the most important ones are always up someone's sleeve. Looks like your uncle was a card sharp. Ha! A card sharp wants to steal from you. My uncle was the opposite. He didn't steal. He slipped jokers into people's hands and made things more interesting. I liked enhancing a poor hand, giving the weak strength to see what they'd do with it. Okay, so that was Simon then, I think. Right, you're talking about Simon, right? I no longer remember which of my uncles taught me to play cards. It might have been Simon, or it might have been Gregory. I was little then, like a baby tooth. They taught me to slip jokers into my opponent's desks. Desks? Decks. And to play dead, too. I mean, play dead. It's a term in cards. When you pretend not to notice your opponent's manipulations, it gives you an advantage. I heard to play. And one knew a man once who gambled his whole family away. If he was stupid enough to wager his family, he deserved it. I hope you aren't like that. Don't bet everything on something. Gotcha. Remember, everything is a game in the Crucible. Everyone else is a joker. The cards are either marked or from a different deck. That's what Uncle used to say. Uncle was an extraordinary man. The Canes are a strange family. Perhaps Victor, the only reasonable member, would speak with me. Where is Victor? Victor is there. Okay. Before I go there... Oh! Got anything? You do have something. Let's go trade with some children. I have nuts galore. So let's trade up. Let's heckin' go, dude. Chaw. Trading time? Trading time. What do you have? Strychnine and bromide. Do I have those? I think I know those already. I am unsure. Grab him anyway. Bullet as well. You can have all my nuts, pretty much. You know what if I go over one? If I go over one, what'll happen? Nothing. Okay, good to know. Bullet. Colored glass shards. When you look through them, the world shatters into a kaleidoscope of smaller worlds, and you see what you usually don't notice. It should only be done when there are secrets not yet found, as noted in the corner of the map. Pardon? What does that mean? The corner of the map. Zero's not the phone. Yes. I don't think... Oh, wait a minute. This wasn't there before. Are these like hints in Russian? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Take a bullet. I'm going to take colored glass, and we're going to see what I can do with this. Okay, let me see. If I use it, what happens? So someone's hidden a shard of stained glass. Okay. Okay, I don't know what that does. Alright, talk to me. Oh, look, here he comes again. Found the genie yet? Genie. Oh, the old man's definitely not getting any younger. Got the memory of a giant ancient goldfish. You're just asking about the genie just yesterday. Talk to you? When? What did we talk about? 3 days after Simon died. Think we got nothing better to do than tell you the same thing over and over again every day? Okay, third day, you say. Got it. Okay. Children claim to talk to them on the third day. They refuse to repeat themselves. What do we talk about? Maybe they even let me into the tower that day? The glass tower is just over the river, but the only entrance guarded by the children with weird animal masks. Fair. I'm just going to write those down, even though I don't really know what to do with it yet. I'm a little apathetic. I'm just going to do a little bit of a kick. There we go.
There's so much of the world.
So I need to go up there. That's where the guy is. That's where he's supposed to be, rather.
Boiling, cracking, screeching.
I'm liking the music. The music in all the games are pretty good. Like, the first game had I still listen to the soundtrack on its own. There's some absolute bangers in it. Oh, hold on. This one looks a little different now. Interesting. Maybe that's what the glass did? It's like, hey, there's something in here, idiot. You can't even hear the music? Well, turn it up then. It's playing. I can see it. Does that mean go louder? Because if I go louder, then the game's louder than me when it gets loud. Baggy? Do I need to turn it up? Like, if you can't hear the music, I need to turn it up. Or is this a, you have it quiet so you can't hear anything? So that's not a me thing. Where we sitting? Can't hear it at all. So, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you can hear me, but that means I have to turn it up because the music is very important. It's part of the whole vibe setting. All right, Victor Kane, pragmatist, younger brother of Simon and Gregory. No, not Gregory. Georgie. If the Kanes are the shining mind of the town, then Victor is the hands that create the bricks for building castles in the air. All his life, he made sure the gears of fate in this unusual family turned in harmony with one another. Perhaps that's why he enjoys assembling clocks. It seems he was the one who could rein in the impulses of Wild Nina, his late wife. Okay, so he's the guy keeping everything kind of in line, setting. Okay, so you can hear the music now, though. Or you should be able to.
Chain a rock to your ankle if you wish to see the bottom.
It should be impossible for you to not now. All right, yes. I found your brooch this morning. I remember when we stood on the pier and you dropped it. I jumped into the water to save it. How impudent I was. Oh, please don't say that. You know that I... Oh, he's talking to... he's talking to, like, a ghost, a memory. He's not having a good time. I beg your pardon? Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? Haven't you had enough? Are you going to argue some more to beg forgiveness? If it's the latter, it's too late. It won't make a difference. You know why I came to this town. That's why I'm here to speak to you about. I do. The question is, do you know yourself know why you came to this town? I have a growing suspicion I've been lured here on purpose. Oh, curious. What for? Destroy my laboratory in the capital. If you believe that, then you have an excessively high opinion of yourself and your research. Like, yeah, I do. So according to you, we're conspiring with whoever lured you here? Why would we do that? No, that's not what I said. I wasn't accusing you of conspiracy. We'd also be pawns in this game. I'm here for 5 days and visited us twice, and you still understand nothing? Georgie had high hopes for you, Dr. Dinkovsky. He expected you to amaze him, and you turned out to be ordinary. You're just stagnating. Is it such an unforgivable sin to be ordinary? Oh, you're studying immortality, aren't you? When we talk of destroying death, being ordinary is worse than a sin. Can an ordinary man even understand immortality, let alone achieve it? You know, I actually agree with you, Victor. It's the duty of a scientist to overcome the mundane, but as of right now, I have no foundation to build on. Yeah, everyone's not telling me shit. I got nothing to work with. Death is time. The time in your life slipping through your fingers. To defeat it, you must tame time, or break it. Nothing new can be made without first breaking the old. That's what Simon used to say. Simon's dead. In the end, he was unable to break time as well. Well, how do you know? Have you seen the body? Your current way of thinking doesn't allow for proper discussion. Come back when you understand. When you've found a way to break time. I've heard you made all the clocks in town. Are you saying I should smash them? That seems a little mean. That's a little mean. Hello, Murloc. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. I hope you're having a good evening. Dead end. It's clear this is a lost cause. I can't save the town. I can't save Thanatica. I can't find Simon. Well, what am I doing? What am I doing? Only one way out. What is the one way out? Probably nothing good. Thank you for the follow.
There's no point.
We're
I've lost
chilling.
myself in
Oh.
the hotel.
Oh, I'm getting very apathetic. That's a problem. Need to pick me up drugs or something else. I can't hit my inventory. Uh-oh. Okay, the film, the kind of film, sort of, okay, so, yeah, so there's been some, like, cuts. There's been some characters that popped in, popped out, like, jump cut with, like, a film sound. And our prototype, the prototype device, was also called, like, a cinema camera. And this is, like, even more distinct. Like, we're losing our immersion, our cohesion with the world itself. So the actual framing of the world is now, like, we can see the actual, like, edges and sprockets. Okay, I see what's going on here. I think. I like that. That's really cool. The end. Apathy has reached its peak, and the will to live fades. The last hope is to hold on to a thought. My hand reaches for the final bullet. Oh, dear! Oh, dearie, dearie, dear! Trigger warning? Well, if I fail, there definitely will be. Oh, no. My hand reaches for the final bullet. I will stop if I manage to gather my thoughts quickly. To figure out and press the thoughts that will bring me relief before time runs out. I will perish tomorrow. So says the romantically inclined prophetess. You abandoned Thanatica for the town. Oh, these are all bad. That's a problem. Oh! What? Okay, so is that like a life system? What's going on? Mirror room. Ah! Okay. Okay. I mean, I smashed a couple mirrors already. So I'm seeing, like, different points of the town out of these mirrors. None of them seem to be le broke. Interesting. Card loss. That makes sense. That checks out. You already streamed through this game. Ahaha. Very nice. Yeah, I played 1 and 2. So I've been very excited. I just wanted them to do a couple more patches before I jumped in, so I gave it some time. How did you like it? I'm assuming you're finished. I could be wrong. Tragedian. What troubles you, senor? Your day is over. That also makes sense as for the there is no tomorrow, because this was a failed loss that was the forced loss no matter what happened. Okay, interesting. Game being real. Hell yeah. Well, game explicitly being incredibly fake. With all the, like, cinema trappings, and you know, and we're all players, and yeah. But I understand what you mean. I just shot myself. Why are we talking? I'm more interested in what this place is. Where am I? A question fair. Your mortal body lies upon the ground, a bullet in its head. Your self beyond the flesh is nowhere. You are within a cradle over an abyss, a slip of feeble light between the ticking hands of blackened time. Could you be more specific? Okay, you stand in a mirrored chamber. Look, one glass in which you shot yourself, more still in which your life goes on. This place allows a man to choose among the possibilities. Okay, so now we're getting to the death mechanics. Ways through, 12, 16 hours in. Gotcha. Yeah, I hope it's not as long as 1 or 2 was, or at least there's a bit more momentum, and that we can do like automatic walking from place to place makes me think that it will be a little bit easier that way. It makes the game so much more playable. I'm like, it still feels so significantly different that they've done away with the survival mechanics to instead have this balance thing. Like, so far, no food, don't have to eat, don't really care about water. So, like, the second one, I didn't think either game wasn't, like, playable. You know what I mean? It just felt like it was... Punishing is also the wrong word. So, every time you died in the second one, the game got harder up to a certain point, and then you could make a decision, make it easier, but that, like, was a bad thing. That was a bad thing if you did it. So it's meant to be kind of like make you feel like you're at the end of your rope and like trying to not only survive this scenario, but do your best to fix it. So you're actually like connected with the location. Removing the survival mechanics, I'm interested in having it just be this meter. I mean, when that meter maxes out. There's also health, I guess, but I haven't seen the combat yet, which I'm pretty sure has got to be in this game. That level changes with dialogue. So our success or failure, our survival depends on balancing our interaction with people more. Okay, I get it. I understand. It's not a survival game, but it is a social game. Interesting. All right, he's being more clear where we are. We stand inside a mirrored chamber. One glass in which you shot yourself, more still in which your life goes on. This place allows a man to choose among the possibilities. You're free to pick the one in which you shot yourself and end your story there, or you can choose to defy death and give it one more try. Your business in the living world remains unfinished, no? I need it here, but also at the capital at the same time. But there's only one of me, not enough. Let's say you did not shoot yourself. Too much left still to do, and not enough of you. Your goal will pull you back to life, a hook lodged in your cheek. If you depart too soon, who would be there to bear this burden? Why are you hugging the clock? Yeah, that's a good question. Look close. This is the clock you saw at the Stillwater, which then may let you live a different day. And this may be just what you need. The shadow of a dead man teaches me to time travel. I suppose I do need my head checked. Well, if you're done navel gazing, the clock awaits. Okay, why do you keep bringing up the clock all the time? Is it special or something? The clock is common as can be, but what you'll do with it is not. Just stand before it and watch the motion of the hands. How the hell does it work? Can I travel in time between days or what? Am I stuck in some kind of time loop? Does it matter? Wait. So we're given 2 different framing devices for this? Oh, the clock is super important. Yeah, I do know this was like a time travel kind of thing. But now we're given 2 framing devices for this. Because we have the investigation, the interview that we're doing way later. That is being we're retelling stuff that's happened because we're explicitly told the interviewer's information is wrong. So we can be like, oh no, that didn't happen. This is what happened. But now we're also saying, oh no, you can literally time travel. Or metaphorically time travel. And now we have the framing device is being mixed for me. So unless we immediately cut to the interviewer and be like, okay, bud. So then you could also time travel. That's a little rich. I wonder if these framing devices are gonna cross. That's interesting. Okay, doesn't matter how it works. Oh, that's literally what this is about. Yes, it does. I must understand the underlying mechanism. Am I in this town or in a memory of it? It's like I'm everywhere at once, both standing here and giving a statement at the Capitol, acting and recounting my actions at the same time. And now it seems like a leap across days. What should I make of that? The game's just like, all right, another hat on a hat. We'll just leave that. Yeah, sure. You come out of the shadows by degrees, senor. Indeed, it is as if you are at both what here and there. This thought of time is a mere line entraps your mind. In truth, you are as free as ever. At once, you're here and in the capital. One foot on yesterday, another on tomorrow. So that's how it is. I ask for clarity, I get smoke and mirrors. The game just say, hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, dude. It'll either make sense or it won't. But hey, you're in both. It's fine. No smoke, but many mirrors, sir. For yourself, you'll have to break the glass. Is there no way to avoid vandalism? Why smash mirrors? Because a mirror multiplies. They breed realities. Right now, you need to cull this herd. Reduce them all to one. The one in which you're still at the Stillwater, staring at a clock. Ad absurdum. Open mind map. I'm trying. I cannot open mind map. Is this like the location I can be in? Any of them indoors? Nah, a lot of them are kind of pointing at the same thing. That one.
This is it.
Amalgam. Ah.
Why so jittery, Dankovsky?
Okay. This is adding to my little pie chart up there. Are you dead X's? Are you spontaneous resurrectee? Press rolling across your body. Oh, okay, so this is like, oh, you're a dead guy. He's me. This guy's me. Love the way the games break the walls between the player, the character, and certain NPCs. Like, I really did like the I really like the
camera.
Sorry.
Camera Lumina.
The way that the second and first game used the sort of theatrical framing in order to like make it explicit. You are interacting with a video game. None of these are real people. You need to act like they are, though. But you are playing a role. Like, we have decided these things in order. We have given you words to say. You can choose them, but we are the one that wrote this. Like, there is meaning to things. There is an intended experience, and we need you to play along. I like that a lot. And then having that be almost explicit within the game is kind of genius.
Who's staring at me through the looking glass?
Okay, break mirrors. We get juice. Oh, and there's the man again. Yeah, it's as a way to communicate directly with the player. It's very handy. It's very useful. And then it can also just do things and then you just accept it at the same time because it's a part of the theatrics. I'm in the Stillwater. Oh, well, this is leaving the Stillwater. I actually never went here, so. Okay. What is this? I thought I could have done things differently. What would I have become? To find a mechanical clock to restart time. Sounds easy. Is there anything else I've done in this town? But that is, yep. That is in here. I mean, most buildings seem to have a mechanical clock. boat made of drift. Interesting. So a clock underwater.
I'd rather not hear this.
Oh, you can just scoot your mood up a little bit. That's pretty good. And gifts are a sign of deep respect. Someone respected you, lady. Yulia? Lurie. Yulia Lurie. She came from the capital with the Oniratex, which I believe Onai something has to do with dream. I think. An organization that built the western part of this town. Many of the town's oddities can be attributed to them. I think that I recognize the word. There's a single player card game called Onirim that had to do with dreams. So I do recognize that. It's an organization that built the western part of this the left side, where the polyhedron is, and where also all the fancy people. Many of the town's oddities can be attributed to them. Huh. Julia immediately struck me as intelligent, rational, and unhappy person. They referenced in Pathologic 2? I don't think they were. There was one guy who was like, oh yeah, I built this stuff. I just thought it was cool. But now there's a group. Okay.
I'd leave this place. But I myself had laid the roads of this town such that I'll curve back to their origin.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Baggy. You need better speakers if you can't hear the music. That's way too loud. Got a cigarette? Afraid not. Pity. There are no cigarettes left in town. There's almost nothing left, really. But I miss cigarettes especially. I don't want to be mean. So I'm going to say this one. Are you a friend of Eva's? Forgive me. I'm still getting acquainted with the guests of this house. So you don't remember me? Well, I should have expected that. You're probably beset with new demands every minute. God, yeah, I'm missing 4 days of time. Yeah, no, I don't remember anything. Forgive me, you're right. So much has piled up, and everyone wants something from me. I'm Yulia. Yulia Lyuricheva. Yulia Lyurcheva. It's the I here. It's the I that's like Lyuricheva. It's too up and down for me. I can't do it. I'm YL. I'm DJ YL. 2 days ago, you came to my house, the Trammel, and promised to put in a good word for me with the Canes to make sure they don't exile me from the town. Ah. Yes, of course, I remember you. I'm afraid I haven't had the chance to speak with the Canes yet, but I will certainly get around to it. I see you're not in the mood, but I thought we had an agreement. Gave you a lead, and you gave me your word. A lead? Interesting. Thanks for reminding me. It's like, oh my god. As awkward as it sounds, it's nice to meet you again. Could you remind me what else we discussed during our last meeting? Yes, thank you. We talked about the Oniratex. We're curious to meet one of them, and you found me. The Oniratex? Isn't that the Town Association of Architects and Engineers? Exposit me! The Oniratex. We're the ones the Canes once invited to design the town of their dreams. When you're young, passionate, and striving for a breakthrough, it's often hard to find the opportunity to realize your ambitious plans. Canes gave us that opportunity. And then they decided to exile her. Huh, interesting. Yes, fascinating. Yes. Oh, curious. For no reason at all, you say. Do I detect a note of bitterness in your voice there? Rather, bitter irony. We were inspired, but years passed us by. Some fled from here, while others will never flee because they've been laid to rest in this earth. When I visit the Stillwater, I feel like I'm returning to the time of our hope. After all, it was also built by one of us. The best of us. Everyone's got the best. Simon was the best of us. Olgimsky dad was the best of us. This place was built by the best of the Nairatex. Everyone says someone else is the best. And, like, everyone's just people, dude. Everyone needs to chill the fuck out. Hard for me to explain. I keep feeling the still water somehow affects me. Yeah, let's lean into the, like, supernatural aspects. The kind of emotional vibe of everything. You've already noticed? The still water has its name for a reason. It's quiet. It's subtle. Ask yourself how many rooms it has. The question is more interesting than it seems. The answer is either a joke or a gift from the architect. You know, there are 1,000 reasons to admire Eva, but the main one is that she's capable of living here. You know her well. Yeah, tell me more about her. Everyone in the Oniratex loved her. She was, for us, a tuning fork. The best, most sensitive audience. A canary in the mine. No university can teach what she knows. Even if the town dies, and with it all our works, I'm happy that Eva saw them. Oh, is Eva also a mistress? I can't remember. So they built stuff, and they designed stuff, but they only really cared what Eva thought. Okay. You're an interesting conversationalist, Yulia. Now I certainly remember your request about the canes, and I'll do everything in my power to fulfill. I shall. His friend is waiting for me in the Stillwater living room. A couple days ago, I made a promise to Yulia Liracheva that I didn't keep. I can do better. I can and I will. I have to find a mechanical clock first. Oh! After I loot the place. Damn! Get money, get paid. Oh, right! Okay. This is how I can refill. Mix the medicine. Ah! Okay. I think I'm actually good. Health up. It's actually... Okay, this just shows what I can create. Okay, which is water, belladonna, and valerian extract. Well, it has 9. Okay, water, belladonna, and valerian extract. Water, belladonna, valerian. This gives 9. This gives 22. We'll do one more. Oh no, we're out. Crap. All right, well. I didn't need it. I think I'm good here. I do need to fill this up somehow, though. Is it this? Prepare the projectile? I have no projectile. I would prepare it if I could. Ah, this is loading the prototype. You need bile, an anesthetic, and something else that I don't have. That's actually a real problem. Ah, good woodwork. Okay, I think the only place I have left to go is up the stairs. Getting dark. It's Eva Yan. Hello. Mary in a cage. The Stillwater is a failed observatory converted into a guest house. One day, Eva Yan just in. She was never chased out because, according to locals, the Stillwater changes people in strange ways, and someone must bear its attentions. When I arrived, they'd already arranged a room for me at the Stillwater. I saw Eva every day. She almost never went outside. Okay. What's the significance of it being like an observatory? So the whole town and the steppe people and everything, they're focused on the earth pretty much exclusively. The Shapnak, the plague, comes from the earth. There's a slaughterhouse. The bulls graze. Everything is buried in the earth. Everything is earth-centric. So the fact this is a failed observatory, something that's looking up at the sky instead, but they were unable to for some reason, is interesting. I don't know why. Like I don't have any, like, I'm not pulling anything from that, but I do think it's interesting. You know what? Same with the polyhedron. Like, the polyhedron is the problem in at least the first game, I think, that it causes the plague somehow. I don't fully remember. Could be wrong about that. But it is only, like, the whole thing about it is it's only barely attached to the earth, and instead it goes straight up. It is as separate as it possibly can be. So, I don't know. That's interesting. I want to pay more attention to that. You're back. That's good. You'll sleep much more soundly in the still water than in a prison cell. Simon had a good reason to arrange for you to stay here. The clock. Good reason, you say. Tell me, this long case clock, how long has it been here? Well, it's always been here. Simon used to joke that they built the Stillwater around it. Fark had started constructing the Stillwater. The clock was the first thing to be installed. What do you ask? Is it ticking too loud, disturbing your sleep? I'm just curious where it came from. So you say it was Simon who brought it here? Ah. That's why he's immortal. That's why he's immortal. Simon could also go back in time with the clock. Maybe. I'm putting that in the old brain case. I'm gonna try to remember that. I don't think he actually brought it here himself. It's quite heavy, but it was brought here at his request, yes. In fact, you're the first one to ask me about it. Most people just don't notice it. Every time I see you touch it, it feels like you can see something that I can't. It's for being transported by it. Wait, have you seen me touching this clock already? I've been living here for 5 days. Of course I have. Every single day you stand in front of it and murmur something before you go to bed. I didn't know what a skeptic you are. I would have thought you were performing a ritual. Huh. Man, it's so weird. Every time, it's in any sort of media, even not even like time-related ones, the idea and like the kind of trope of you doing something you're unaware of, or like, oh, I talked to you the other day, and then you not remembering, or doing something out of character that other people see but you don't, it's spooky. It skeeves me out a little bit. I like it a lot. I think it's very cool. You can do some cool stuff with that, but it is skeevy to me every time. Like, don't like it. We're trying to figure out what kind of place the Stillwater is. Those who live in the Stillwater can get things muddled in their heads, but you shouldn't blame everything on the house. It's unusual, certainly, and built with specific intent, but in the end, it's only a building. I've heard a different story. I've heard something isn't right with the house, that people can't stay in here for too long. Popcorn. In our little town, there are tall tales about everything under the sun. Even toy bulls. Separating truth from fiction is hard, even for the locals. Alright, sleepy time. Sleep is death's little brother. Now, does that mean death is sleep's big brother? Well, death is the ghosts in the clocks. There it is, that noise again. Do you hear it? Like a mouse scratching in the spine. Don't go to bed while you're still thinking so much about the clock. You won't be able to fall asleep. May I take a closer look? Be careful. See the past. Loot the clock! What is this? It's currently covered, and I don't like that. What's up with you? You're a little blue top. I can do something with you.
Never alone. Things everywhere.
Station, a freight car was attached to my train. My train car heated by a stove just like this one. So that's where the firewood came from. Sure, fascinating. Not. Hours time difference. clocks this town had the same time error. That means same clockmaker. Ah, interesting. Wait a minute. 3 o'clock? Oh! 4 minutes to 7. There's a 3-hour time difference. 3 and a bit. Well, with the, like, time error, as it said. So those clocks are all made by the same person. This clock, that means this clock is made by someone different. Which is interesting. Okay, amalgam, which is the mirror breaking stuff. Amalgam is required to recall the past. Amalgam is needed both for the bachelor's past and the player's past. Loading a save requires payment. It can be obtained by smashing mirrors and in a couple more ways. Huh. Oh, okay, and the further back I go, the more amalgam it spends. You can kind of see it drain. And that ends there halfway down that second triangle, whereas this one drains that triangle all the way and the beginning of that one. Okay. Okay. So what do I actually want to do? Oh, there's 2 new tabs. Casebook. All patients. Starts on day 3. So the first 2 days there is no plague. Or at least not, like, explicitly. Artifacts I still don't have. Ugh. Okay. Echo of Simon is hidden in Isidore Barak's study. Simon Kane's family has excommunicated me from their home and friendship. Younger Kanes don't follow this prohibition. The younger taking charge of fighting against the epidemic. He's dead. Dead. Okay. So I zoom in on day 1. Bad grief. Tabnak. Okay. Go to day 2. Echo of Simon is hidden in Isidore Barak's study. The day I found no time to visit my colleague, or did I come too late and locked the door. Someone barricaded Isidore's study on day 2. They're in the morning. Okay. Or... Okay, so I think let's go to day 2. And go straight to... the study. Let's see that. Let's see what that does. Oh, hello, buddy. I was wondering when I was going to see you again.
Reverence for hierarchy, idolatrous veneration, and other useful life skills.
Talk about me or talking about himself? You've been going on about the second day. What are you implying exactly? According to our information, there was no plague in the town yet. There was nothing to research besides the still water and its charming mistress. The plague didn't appear out of the blue. The outbreak struck on the 3rd day, but that doesn't mean it was already brewing on the 2nd. Can you be sure of that? In fact, here's a report in your own hand. The latent stage lasts 5 to 8 hours. The town was still clean on the 2nd day. The report is correct about the latent stage, but the town wasn't clean. You cannot possibly know whether the town was clean on the 2nd day or not. You hadn't opened the hospital yet. You understood nothing about the Sand Plague. Pardon my frankness, but I'm not interested in your hypothesis or speculations. I need hard facts. I did open the hospital on the 3rd day. Why don't you tell me about that then? And then we'll see if there's any merit to your musings about the genesis of the plague. Hold your word, the third day it is. If you just let me tell the story how I see fit, we'd settle this matter sooner. I'm gonna tell him that. And be like, it's fine. Alright, it literally does not let me do the second day. Okay. Interesting. Also, the fact that this one is now broken is also interesting. So, can you get a hard game over, then, if you, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you die 7 times? I wonder. I guess we're going to day number 3. That's what the game wants me to do. That's what I'm going to do. Welcome. Day 3. On the third day of plague, Miss my true love gave to me.
To you, good sir. I am a poor fellow.
You are, I beg your pardon, trying to deceive me time and again. Sure enough, it isn't in my power to forbid you lying. Errare humanum est. What is it, to err is human? Or what does that mean? Everyone uses Latin. Stop it. And one can also, shall we say, be mistaken with no ill intent. But as far as formal logic is concerned, you are constantly feeding me something that can only be described as falsehood. Everyone lies. You, too, are lying to me right now. What do we have next? Day 3, the crucial one. The day the town elites were to appoint the Health Inspector General, the person to lead the fight against the epidemic. You were absent. My office in this town was that of a chance visitor. Can you comprehend that, or are you willing to admit that my invitation was orchestrated? You admit that this whole thing with Simon Kane was nothing but an excuse? I wanted to shut down your lab, and you just shirked your responsibilities, scuttling away to the back of Beyond, and abandoning your brainchild for your junior colleagues to deal with. Captain was the first to desert the sinking ship. What are they accusing me of exactly? Like, of conspiracy? Of ruining my own lab? No. No, while I was at the town, not helping, even though I was a doctor. That's what they're accusing me of. But he's also being like, you shouldn't have been there in the first place. So they're also thinking that I had something to do with the plague, I think? I suspect that Simon Kane never existed. You're right about that, but I didn't know that at the time. Or Simon Kane did exist, I'm sure of that. Simon Kane did exist. Enough people said that he's alive, so there's that. Like, at least, like, people knew him, so. What's the matter if he existed or not? He was one man, and you had thousands dying around you. It would have been dying faster if we're not. A single person can become the foundation of a breakthrough that saves millions. True. I guess. Although the one thing that has kind of bothered me with these narratives in 1 and 2 at least is the idea of, like, not like a chosen savior, but the idea that, like, certain people are just set apart, are just different for some reason. And I just straight up don't believe that. I think that's a narrative that can be built, but like about a person, but it's not something that's like inherent. That's like, oh, if you're not doing the special thing, you're like, only certain people have what it takes, or like are born into certain circumstances or something to be special. I don't fuck with that. I don't like that. You think upholding your Hippocratic oath is optional? No, that's why I opened the hospital and started saving people, even though they repaid me in hatred. According to my information, there was no hospital building in the town. Here, take a look. Or your mysterious informants. The people. They're everywhere, Dinkovsky. Also lie all the time. Yeah, they also lie all the time. That was another discovery I made at the hospital, by the way. I love that. Lines not chosen give me information. We did not set up hospital at a hospital, and someone lied to us at the hospital. Love that. Okay, day 3. Yesterday, the Dogheads insist I've already asked about the polyhedron. Remember anything? I'll have to go back to learn what the Dogheads told me about on day 3. Okay. Alter the course of events. Interesting. So I click that, then there's a red thread that goes between that and here. Okay, interesting. I wasn't the only one who found Ruben's hideout. On this day, the attackers tracked him down and killed him. So I need to get to Ruben. I need to get to the Dogheads. That's what I need to do. Day 2. The day the town learned of the plague. Recalling the day 2 would be valuable for understanding the genesis of the epidemic. Yes, fair. First, must recall whether I opened the hospital. Otherwise, I'm of little use. Okay. Oh. No mistakes. If I die with no amalgam, death will be final. Okay, so you can permanently die. Get amalgam. Day 2 in which the bell tolls. For whom doth the bell toll? Thee? Maybe. I always remember important items, artifacts. Small things are forgettable. Consumables are not transferred between days. They're waiting for me in the clock on the day when I collected them. Oh. What does that mean exactly? So I left day 5. Bunch of consumables in my inventory. That means when I go to day 5, all the things I had will be in the clock on day 5? At the start of the day? Oh. Let's find out. Oh. I got my stuff. Wait, what did that say? Don't open the door for Telman until I'm back. Okay. More stuff. Go to the past. I don't want to. Don't need. I was just talking about the paintings there.
They say it's not pox and not cholera, so it can't be that bad, can it?
Oh my. Oh, lady, you got no idea. All right, Eva, what do you have to say? When I wake up, try not to remember what day it is for as long as possible. Morning is a fluid time. Whatever happened outside hasn't reached you yet, which means it has no more power over you than a dream. What am I going for, actually? 3 hours! I should actually probably call her after this conversation, if I'm being honest. When I wake up, I immediately run through all the things I need to do. So true, bestie. In the morning, certain things become clear that fade away by evening. This morning, I realize something about you. Why you swing between gloom and fever. I do that. I don't see it as like... I think it's more like an not evening dress. It's kind of like a normal... I don't know. It's the... Honestly, though, I see the hair. You get like the headband hat thing. I see that. I see what you mean, Baggy. Very diner-coded hairstyle. Call it apathy and mania. You love words borrowed from dead languages. Tell me, have you always been like this? Swinging from one extreme to the other? No. Everyone has mood swings, but mine were never this violent. So the town is also... Okay, so the town is also affecting that. Simon once said that a person's greatest battle isn't with their circumstances, not with hunger, thirst, or exhaustion. Which, I mean, the first games had us, like, fighting that. The real fight is always with yourself. Until you've been to your own apex and your own abyss, you never know who you are. Is that the theme? Is that the theme of the game? Hunger and thirst are serious opponents, too. How many thousands of people lose to them every day? A lot, but you'll never be among them. Food, drink, and shelter will always be there for you. You don't even need to think about such trifles. Thank you. But no one can get inside and change you. Well, they can, and eventually it will happen. But only you can keep track of your own peace of mind and the seesaw in your head. Okay. How do you know what I call it? The seesaw. It's a pretty obvious image. Yeah, I suppose so. Fair. Are there more doors this time? No, same amount of doors. All your hopes died on the vine. No capital for us now. The governor's ordered to shut off the tracks. Quarantine, they say. I came on duty today and no one was there. You think the station had died out? Oh, they'll talk about the plague. Okay. Anyway. Can it really be the plague? Must be why all of the big people are gathered in the town hall now. Doctor, is that you? Back from the meeting already? You're the doctor, so tell us, please. Will they close the town? What meeting? I don't know anything yet. We're talking about the plague. Everyone who's important. Governor Sabarov, both Olgimskis, senior and junior. Junior's in charge of the anti-plague measures. And the Canes, our third rulers, always with some ace up their sleeve. I heard they'd called for you, too, since you're the doctor from the capital. And as doctor from the capital, these responsibilities should be mine. Dealing with issues like this without a doctor is suicide. So true, bestie. So true for real. I don't think I can load the prototype. I don't have anything. Oh, that's rough, dude. The amount of charges I have stays with me between the days. That's kind of wild, actually. Do a quick little peekaboo. Nothing? Sure looks like not nothing. Okay. I think that is more than enough. That is 3 hours of plague time. And I think that's quite enough. It is time for me to have the evening to myself. Maybe have some loops. You can't have any loops, but like if you want, you can get heckin' popcorn. Like look! I made a ton. I made a ton. Come over. I barely ate like a quarter of it. I made way too much. Nah, I ate like. I forgot the top of a bowl is the widest where everything is. I made way too much. I made way too much popcorn. I have to eat it. I have to eat it. How you doing, gamer? Hope you're well. I got no loops for you though. Who up? Oh shit, Tim's up. Furrow's up. Hello. I've been able to raid Furrow in forever, but they've been doing a subathon. Been doing subathon, I think. Hey, actually, you know what? I haven't raided Sabin in forever. So we're gonna do that.
Ooh, that sounds really.
I agree. That does sound really good. Sabin is cool, and also, yeah, I know some of y'all don't follow him, and that's unfortunate. You should. He's a local man. Big dragon, big horny dragon dude. Big, strong, tough guy. Big daddy energy. I think some of y'all would appreciate that. But yeah, have a good night. Appreciate it. This is what we're doing for the next while, is just working through Pathologic 3. It's fascinating. I actually think I really like the change from survival elements to like this balance of internal stuff with like dialogue and stuff. I think that's really cool. But yeah, hope we'll see you around. Not too sure when the next stream is going to happen. Back this week coming up is when I kind of can get back into a regular sort of routine. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, Green. Thanks for hanging out, Baggy, Murloc, Horror Hog, everybody. Jones for raiding earlier. I hope you have a good one. Yeah. I'll say, hey. He's playing Hightail, fancy Minecraft. From what I see, it's a little too complex for my blood, but I know folks like seeing that. So yeah, take it easy. Appreciate you. Keep living life. Help the people around you. Tell people you care about them. That's it. See you later.